What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we are playing part 2 of the Crimson Desert playthrough. Having some fun with it for sure. I think it's a very decent game. I always anticipated the divisiveness between the two kind of demographics that would be even playing this game. People that are going to rush through it and be too overwhelmed with the complicated controls, or I'd say complex controls. And then those that are going to just, you know, dive into it 100% and think it's the best thing since sliced bread. But I kind of fall right in the middle, honestly. I think it's the best way to explain it for anybody that has not tapped into this game yet would certainly be kind of a mix of Dragon's Dogma and Where Winds Meet. And I think it's very decent. But there's certain things that just aren't the best, you know, like, I mean, even the graphics right here, as you can tell, graphically speaking, it's decent on the PS5. I'm sure the PC can really push it to its limits. Other things like the kind of emphasis on platforming, a little clunky there. Some of the controls obviously are complex because you have a million things you can do, different commands, so definitely understand that. So that's just something that comes with a game of this much content and volume, you know, so we haven't even really scraped the surface of anything, really. We've stayed at Hernand for like 3 hours yesterday, so we're going to be venturing out a bit. That was our first load in. That was really cool looking, by the way. Ooh, I'm definitely going to take these arrows, yes. I don't know why I'm just sitting by a pile of arrows and why this bird's attacking me, so. What is happening, bird? Oh, you're my bird. Okay. How do I... That's awesome. How do I speak to her? Ah, yes. L1? I don't know how to talk to this chick. That's definitely the bird. I don't know how to interact with her, though. It wants me to take the timber. I'm trying to... Give me the thing! Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. Little stuff like that. I mean, the fact that, like, you don't have just... X is run if you tap it. Square is interact, but it's just... Okay, triangle. The White Crow's letters. Take a look at that. That should be fun. That shouldn't have been that hard, but that's okay. I'm assuming this then is the letter. I like the examination. It's always fun. Okay. Examine. The Abyss Nexus. Okay. Abyss Nexus is spread all across Pywell. Use your lantern or blinding flash to reveal the location and then stand on an Abyss Nexus to activate it. Once active, you can fast travel by selecting it from your map. I love that. I need plenty more fast travels. Silent marks left by the Abyss lie dormant all across Pywell. They're just ordinary stones and shadows at a glance, but when your lantern light brushes them, the hidden grain catches the glow and leads you on. The farther your road stretches, the more you should leave yourself a way back first. Pause for a moment atop a trace, and that place will remember you. When you need it later, you can follow the memory and return without hesitation. Interesting. So maybe by spotting them, they're marked on our map. Okay. It says, are you asking or are you telling me? Can you hold down the right analog stick for run like in Kazan you can? Or hold X to run? No, you have to tap X. So if you tap X like this, there's probably different control schemes, but you just tap X. I think stamina is going to be a really big priority for us as well. Somehow it got me all the way over here, and I was literally at the tower, so this is great. I'm not sure how it just boosted me towards this next objective, but...
And Gigi says he'll take you there himself, so stick close and follow his lead.
Alright, hold on.
Then, see you next time.
How did I get over here? I ended the game in a tower. I'm going to show you exactly which tower. Oh, it was literally this tower. Never mind. Where'd the kitty cat go? Come here, boy. Come on, little guy. Of course it's nighttime, so it's going to be hard to see a black cat. So I'm definitely having to use my lantern. But no, you do have to tap X repeatedly to run. Square is kind of interact. It's also jump, so there's a few different things there that, in my opinion, makes it a little bit interesting. It's very, if you guys played Where Winds Meet, that's the control scheme, essentially. If you guys have played Dragon's Dogma, that's kind of like the, I'd say the layering of the combat. So it's a mix to me of those two games. Very decent, but it's certainly not a 10 out of 10, not a masterpiece, nothing like that it was hyped up to be, but I think it's good. Also, graphically, you know, it could be better. The platforming sequences could be less clunky. You know, there's a big emphasis on all the platforming and stuff, so. And just the basic interaction, sometimes like you have to hold L1 and then look at somebody. Like, I should just be able to run up to somebody and start talking to them pretty easily, but there's like a layer of interactions there, so it's just interesting. But those are the little things that are gonna make the community like, oh, I'm gonna hate it or love it, you know? And I'm in the middle. I think it's fine. It's a decent game, but it's certainly not anything to like, oh my gosh, this is just never been done before kind of thing. Not quite. Media Chris says, what would you rate it out of a 10? What would I rate it out of a 10? That's a great question. Probably a 7. 6 or 7 for sure. I think, you know, I need to see a little bit more before I can make a strong determination. But right now it's a 7 for me, Chris. Sean says, you like this game? I just got the deluxe, about to play it here soon. What are you grading? I would probably say like a good 7 right now. I haven't got into it other than like the original, I'd say the initial kind of intro and the first area, so I have no clue where the cat went, by the way. No clue where the kitty cat went. Are you dual streaming, and what do you use if you do? I stream across multiple, at pretty much every platform, and Kick when it allows me to. But I'm a full-time creator on YouTube. Not a full-time streamer, content creator, but I do stream as much as I can. Game name is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I'm not sure why, because that's just TikTok being stupid, because I change it every day. You have to select it before you even start the stream, so. Sekiro is a 10 out of 10. This seems a lot like Where Winds Meet, but it's not. It's like Where Winds Meet and Dragon's Dogma had a baby, I'd say. IGN gave it a 6, so it's Game of the Year. Yeah, do the opposite of whatever IGN says. Yeah, I didn't know where to go. It didn't really tell me. Okay, so I lost my target. IGN is, they might name themselves game journalists, but they're just a bunch of scumbags, man. They don't even game. They don't understand. They just want to, they try and compete with YouTubers and things like that now just to get engagement. So they'll do anything to just get, you know, even if it's bad press, it's just press for them. So any engagement to them is, they're just, oh my gosh, we got someone to click on something we did. So they're just a lowly bunch. No better than most content creators, really. But they know what they have to compete against them, so that's the worst. Alright, so I need to try this all over again. And trust me, I am a content creator full-time, so I know exactly what it's like. I just don't do those scumbag tactics. Alright, I look so cool. Now, what I need to do is figure out my quest, because we just lost it. The stupid cat was impossible to see in the dark. I did that yesterday, so I'm not sure why it's wanting me to do it again. Son of a mother, man. That's so annoying. That's super annoying. We gotta go back to that stupid tower now. He's exactly right on IGN, yeah. You don't trust them. A lot of those game journalists, they have to compete with, now, people on YouTube and social media. So the only way you get clicks on social media, guaranteed, is you elicit a response. You piss someone off, or you say something that they don't agree with, and then you're going to get the click, right? So they're just trying to get clicks. They're not worthy of any kind of credibility anymore. And they really weren't to begin with. They were just one of the earliest. But I like Game Informer. I think they're pretty decent. They haven't said anything stupid or ignorant that I know of, at least. Whereas the others constantly spout ignorance. Alright, let's do that again. That's annoying. I think Phantom Blade Zero will win Game of the Year. Yeah, that to me is the one I'm most excited about. So we play a lot of games here. We do lots of challenge runs as well. And I've been, I played Neo 3. I did the world's first level 1 run on that just a few weeks ago. We do lots of different games, but we are going to be covering the next few games at least. So this is going to be the game we cover up until pretty much whenever we get bored of it. Then we have Onimusha, Way of the Sword, when that comes out. That's one of my favorite series of all time. We got Mortal Shell 2. The beta is probably coming out soon, but it was a closed beta and I was in it, and now it's an open beta for everybody, so it's like cool. But it's only on PC, which I don't really game on PC that much. We're also going to be playing Lords of the Fallen 2, Relic, the First Guardian, in May 2026. And then we have, there's another one. Phantom Blade Zero. And then Beast of Reincarnation. So we'll be playing all those for sure. Okay, where's the little kitty? I literally don't see it. Like, I don't see it at all. There it is. Okay. That's crazy. How damn difficult it is to see him. Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero is probably the most anticipated for me. Followed by Onimusha. Then Lords of the Fallen. Then Mortal Shell. Then probably Relic, the First Guardian, then Beast of Reincarnation. But we'll be covering all those as well. Love game info, yeah, you're a real gamer, hell yeah. Yeah, totally been doing this I've been doing this for a long time, and I've also been full-time YouTuber since 2021, and I just don't like to, there's ways to grow bigger and be more, get more clicks and all that stuff, but I don't care. Like, to me, as long as I can, I'm just trying to carve out my little piece, and as long as I provide for my family and do what I love, which is this, then I'm not going to resort to those little scummy tactics, you know? You don't need to sell your soul, you know? It's not a prerequisite to do what you love. But yeah, no, I literally do challenge runs all the time, 100% guides on this channel. I have a lore channel where I do lots of lore and theories. That one's got like 50,000 subs, and then this channel that you're watching now has around 9,000 subs, and I just do guides, challenge runs, and walkthroughs, so... And now, playthroughs as well, obviously, but yeah, we're just trying to figure this out. This is obviously the next point of interest and all that. I gotta keep my eyes on him, because look at him go. Come on, little guy. L1 is nice, because you do it serves as a sort of semi-lock on, so I can see where the hell he's at. Ooh, that's a pretty horse. Appaloosa. That's called a leopard Appaloosa. I was raised on a ranch, and yes, I am from Texas. That just happens to be the case. Very few people are really country, though, here. Where'd he go? Huh. Did he go up here? You little bastard. You didn't even lead me. You didn't lead me to the right way. Alright. Can I use my... Whoa. So you can learn abilities, so this is probably teaching me how to do like a force push or something. How do I interact with it though? Hold on there, buddy. Something was happening. Observe. Okay, if you hold L1, you can just observe, and then you'll see that little bar in the top left. You learn new abilities. So now we've got a new puzzle ability, it looks like. So triangle and circle, the ninpo, or ninjutsu button, allows you to lift or move heavy objects. Onimusha is going to be fantastic, by the way. I used to have a subscription to Game Informer, the actual magazine back then. Yeah, me too. Game Informer and PlayStation Magazine, Nintendo Power, all the classics, man. Do I have to log? There you go. Oh, okay. Not sure why it's not activating yet. I am pressing triangle and circle. I have a tough time getting these things to work. I need to aim here? No, okay. Yeah, those were... Ah, here you go. I have to get really freaking close to it. Now we can press X. So, okay, so you have to get way closer than that little image was. What the hell? Oh, okay. I was like, he's like halfway through the floor. No, just the little girl, I guess. Learn focus through observation. I'm not pressing anything, so it's just odd that like sometimes like it's like, hey, press L1, I am. And then if you do anything, you move the right stick or anything, it breaks your focus, literally. A skill has been learned. Press L3 and R3 to enter focus, slowing down time. Spirit regenerates while focus is maintained. Okay, cool. These are all just basic skills, I'm assuming. I'd love to know what my focus bar is. I'm looking all around, even behind me I don't see that bar's, like, you know, there's nothing. There's just a little map. I'll show you behind me. And nothing's increasing or changing, so no telling. Alright, sweet. So I'm assuming I'm gonna have to use my claw, right? That's going there, so maybe we just puzzle this up or what? You used to be able just to... Oops. Try that again. You used to be able just to spin it around by pulling on the right stick, so that's weird. Manny says you have to use the force push skill in a certain order to finish the puzzle. Ah, okay, thank you. The force push, let's see. Oof, I don't remember. That's R3, I think. I totally didn't aim there, it's fine. Hiya! Alright, so it's gonna have to be like all three are lit kind of thing. He hit the mess out of that thing. We did it! Thank you, Manny. That was helpful. I think it was middle right then. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Unravel the secret of the ancient ruins. That was very helpful. Thanks, man. Got the Abyss Crescent. Okay. We got another Abyss artifact. Cool. And those are pretty much your skill points. Some of them are sealed, some of them are unsealed. So if they're sealed, you have to do certain challenges to unlock them. And then if they're unsealed, you can kind of do whatever you want. All right, let's go approach said child. Oh my gosh. What? The whole herd?
I think I can trust him.
I used to high. Now, Bill Wise.
My friend, I have a gift for you. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Is that the same girl as before? I don't know. They're like a bunch of little mini mages. Rulupi was the little chick. Okay. Cool. I need to float over there. Manny says, no worries, had to YouTube it myself. They need to provide more hints for these puzzles. Yeah, I thought, I mean, they had just given us the ability to grapple, so I figured it was grapple. My next bet was going to be to try and do whatever we just learned, focus there for a little bit. Then it was going to be, okay, maybe we just do the force push. So yeah, it would have been a while for me to figure that one out. Excavado over on Twitch has just followed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do stream on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and wherever else, you know, but I am a full-time content creator on YouTube. I stream as much as I can. I would like to become a full-time streamer on YouTube. It just, I've been doing this for so long, started it the wrong way, you know. I started doing the content first, and I used to hate streaming, and now I love the streaming part of it because of the community part, which is the part I used to like the least. But now it's the whole reason why I do what I do, so streaming is definitely, in my opinion, more enjoyable now than creating the content. To get a better crowd, more positivity, all that stuff, and less negativity, less toxicity. Read the memory in the helm. You know, I already did that, brother. I wonder why it keeps telling me to do that. Oh, my stamina's gonna run out. We're gonna need to boost up stamina. I think stamina will be like one of our major focus points for everything, because there should be infinite stamina when you're not in a combat zone, aside from the flying sequences, but you have like very limited stamina even now. Like boom, stamina's out, right? Or as soon as that little squiggly line goes away. Very interesting. They literally teach you how to slow down time, but it doesn't do anything for the puzzling. Yeah, that's really weird. I thought it was gonna be like, okay, use the arm to do whatever, and you have to do it in a certain period of time, but I don't know. I do not know. Shayla, what's up, Shayla? Shayla says, hey, over on YouTube. And Manny over on TikTok says, if I remember correctly, there's another memory after the first one. Yeah, I ended the game. Oops, I ended the game yesterday, and I didn't, like, you know, tag anything or do anything notable, so it just kind of auto-saved, so I just ended abruptly. At least he's not just walking up the steps like he was yesterday. But yeah, I'd say it's a very, I mean, it's a very decent game. It's not like, oh my gosh, I wasn't dreaming about it last night, for example, you know, kind of thing. Very decent though. I'd say it's a mix between Dragon's Dogma and Where Winds Meet, honestly. It's exactly what it is for me. Okay, I don't remember how to do the memory. It was like this, that, and that. Okay, cool. That. I already saw this one, so maybe it didn't register it. He's like, oh, you can stream it. I don't think it counted as that being seen, even though it's in my, you know, catalog or whatever. I love the mask, it looks great. Looks like Finn the Human. Visione. The way they say it makes it sound very Italian. Visione. I was saying visione, which is Spanish, but I was like, oh, okay, it's visione. So they're kind of pulling maybe some words from that, you know, whatever, Italian or whatever. He's not saying nothing. Nanu says, hello, bro. I was watching your Blasphemous video. It helped so much. Thank you. Yeah, no doubt, man. I hope that guide has helped you. That was a fun one to make for sure. All right, we read the memory for the second time. Hope you're enjoying it, man. If you haven't already, I'd say the best way to show your thanks is by subscribing. I am a full-time creator, so that helps me way more than you know, so I really appreciate it. Springtide Mill. Okay, cool. All right. Take these. I've been trying to take those coins. They're just like one at a time. I'm holding square. That is a gigantic spider, by the way. That's a big boy. Manny says, game's crazy buggy, but I'm enjoying it little by little. Yeah, I'm enjoying it as well. I'm just not, like, addicted to it yet, you know? It's one of those, like, okay. I enjoy it for what it's a lot like Dragon's Dogma, and it plays very similarly in terms of the feel to Where Winds Meet, you know? So, it's, considering we just came off of that game not too long ago, it's like, okay. It's very, very decent. I was expecting much more, well, so much more though, based off all the... Pick up the plates and the golden things, you can sell it for the market for good money. Oh, okay, cool. I picked up a few of them. I wasn't sure like if it was gold or not. Like I had picked up the silver stuff in the jewelry box from the very first meeting with like the beggar and the white crow. And I got like 80 bones off that. Yeah, I don't mind picking this up. I need some cash anyways. I was gonna do initially, I was gonna do like a challenge type run, and then I was like, okay, I'll do something really fun with it. Like I'm gonna do like a fists only or something. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I will not. Brass. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Carafe. Silver carafe. Nice. Yeah, we can definitely sell this at that one guy. And I wish we had more fast travel points too, like the ones... Oh no, I don't need to carry that. Yeah. Oh, there's something in there. Anyways, that'll do. That'll do for now. Where'd that green thing go? No telling. But yeah, in either case, I am still excited to see what this game has to offer. It's very expansive. I mean, you can get stuck doing nothing. Like, you can never fight in this game if you don't want to. Always buy the small bags, increase inventory size. Very nice. Nanu says, I'm at 95% map completion, 87% game has been completed. Nice. That's awesome, man. I hope you get the 100% completion. That game was so much fun to me. Makes me think about Grime 2, which is a game that the devs, or not the devs, but the publisher sent me a key for it, and super excited about checking that out. I guess we can go to the squid where we need to go anyways. Whee! How do you like the game, Rivera says? I think it's very decent. If you liked Where Winds Meet or Dragon's Dogma, you'll enjoy this game, but it's just not a 10 out of 10 for me. It hasn't cured cancer just yet, or world peace or anything like it was, like everybody was hyping it up to be. And it doesn't even, like, the only thing that really bothers me, that truly bothers me, is the fact that it doesn't look as crispy as I thought it would. Like, I was really expecting the graphics to be just, next level. Like, we saw a lot of the great footage, and I'm assuming that was PC, of course, but a little disappointed with the visuals. I'm on PS5, and I have it on, like, quality mode or whatever, and I'm just a little disappointed with the graphics. But, I mean, that doesn't make or break anything for me. I'm just like, oh, I was expecting, like, just better graphics. But it's all good. I think it's a very decent game. It's definitely not like, oh my gosh, I can't put the controller down or anything like that. It's fine. It's a fun game. It's more about exploring, getting into the game world, all that, in my opinion, I think. So I think it's fun in that regard, but we'll see. Wait, you want to fight me? Let me sell stuff first. Alright, so let me figure out my life. Where are the merchants? I think they're right here, actually. Those are the scummy merchants. I like those guys. Ah, it's just right over here. Okay. Yeah, it's a very decent game, though. I'm waiting to be a dragon rider. Yeah, I mean, I think when you get to the mounts and things like that, that's going to be fun. But I think the novelty will wear off pretty quickly, in my opinion. How do you get the bounty thing of yourself? The bounty of yourself? I have no clue. I don't have a bounty. If you want to steal stuff, you have to get a mask. You can get them from killing bandits. You can buy them for like 10 bucks. I don't know about the bounty thing you're talking about, though. Rivera says, no, Cold Cure says, thanks for the feedback, man. Absolutely. I think it's a good game. I think it's great. I was expecting a little bit more, though. But I do think it's a good game. I would say this, though. If you're gonna if you're willing to immerse yourself fully in this game, you're gonna love it. But if you're just gonna try and, dip your foot in one at a time and maybe not really commit, then I think it would be a game that would be too complex for you to enjoy. Like Where Winds Meet, for example, it's a great game, but only if you fully invest. If you don't, then yeah, it gets a little like, oh man, like you just want to play the game, right? You don't want to go through menus and figure things out. But if you take the time, I think you can really enjoy it. Oh, poison arrow. I don't want these ugly helmets, so sell. I bought these on purpose. Oh, this is nice. I'm rich. I don't want to use great hammers anyways. So that does 16 damage. What does my sword do? Probably like 10. That sword's ugly anyways. We'll sell that one. Whoa, we got a great axe. I'm getting rid of all this though. Honestly, I don't. And normally I would like to collect every single thing in the world and blah blah blah, but I'm not gonna be doing that in this game. This is too many things. I'm selling it. Got the butterfly. I wish I could get rid of some of these things. These flyers take up space. You now, hold on, wait. You know when you do something bad, they put a bounty on you. Oh, okay, cool. But you have to wear a mask, right? So this mask here, I think, would be the only way you can do something bad. And no, I haven't done anything bad yet because I tried to steal. I was unable to steal because I didn't have a mask. $1. Golden carafe for 48 bones. Ritual copper plate. I'm selling all this junk. Golly, I need a lot of inventory space, man. Copper ore, fine timber. Regular timber. Cooking oil. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of ingredients and a lot of crafting, like alchemy style stuff, which is pretty interesting. I like the mask that I have on, but man, this looks awesome. I might store this. And this is actually, I thought was special, but it looks stupid. It's one of the first pieces I got. It doesn't compare. We got eggs. We need to start using these heals too. Some of these, for example, like you have the dagger wing butterflies, it increases your attack +2 for like a minute. So I mean, things like that are going to be really powerful in terms of like alchemical concoctions you can use. So I think that's going to be pretty fun to try out as we figure out those, how to use them. All right, let's go ahead and purchase. We're going to buy that.
Every warrior counts on the weapon. My skills are always at your disposal.
Awesome. I like my helmet right now, though. Otherwise, I would change it out for the other one. And then we have to figure. I have no clue where my my base is or whatever. So I wish there was a way to fast travel to that immediately.
If you want something,
Oh, he just does that. Okay, fine. Now let's take a look at our inventory again and see if we can maybe swap out our weapons. I'm going to do it this way just a little bit more. Okay, 12 attack. Ooh. Nice. It just seems to do more damage. Well, I wonder, that's just probably like no matter what you have to have. Yeah, you have like your purple items, which are if you were to get rid of everything, you'd at least have your base items. So that's cool. All right. I really do like my helmet as well. So I'm going to keep this on. It's one of the better ones. Okay. One thing that I did want to look for, of course. Can you imagine playing the game in first person? My gosh. That'd be dizzying. Where was my base? No, that's the contribution shop. Trading post. There was a place they just listed. Hey, oh, whoa, where was that? What was that? I have no clue what I just skimmed over, but that was very reminiscent of my little tent. I just don't know where it's at. Sure, this is definitely an interesting looking helmet. I like it. That's probably the prison. Okay, all I want to see is my tent, man. Lodgings for the poor. Okay, I just need, where are my lodgings? I don't know, man. If I knew where my base was, like something like that, it should be like really obvious, right? Here's your base. They must have updated that because it didn't look like that yesterday. Okay, so I have no clue where my base is. Liberation requirement. Okay, that's another place we can destroy or probably bandit camp or whatever. I'm just looking for my base, man. And I wish that it was a little bit more clear. It kind of looks like that, but I don't know if it is. And you can't fast travel to these places, which kind of sucks. Oh man, I don't know. Whatever. Somebody can tell me in chat. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go kill this guy. Let's go fight this dude.
I'll test their skills myself.
Well, come on then, buddy, if you want to fight.
Looking for grey mains.
Oh, what do we have here?
Oh, hey, hey.
This. I think a grey man's gone and found us.
Ah, our lucky day.
Nice.
How much is it in?
Combat.
If that's that give silver.
Is your life worth so little?
I like it.
Hey,
I apologize for my men. They may have given you the wrong impression. I am the knight, Matthias.
Matthias.
I've long wished to test my skills against a grey mane. What say you? You're here
For some silver?
for me?
I'll do it.
What reason have you to refuse my challenge?
No, no reason at all.
None I can think of. So it's true what they say. You walk your chosen path, even when staring death in the face.
And they're like, yeah, yeah, everybody's like, fight, fight, fight.
I hope
It's like high school all over again.
legends. I don't aim to disappoint. Quite a quick tongue.
Okay.
Is your sword arm as quick?
Whoa, that was cheap.
Defend yourself.
A skill has been learned. Pump kick. Hold triangle to perform a powerful two-footed kick that sends your enemy flying. Okay. Yeah, he's spamming the Shinto out of that, isn't he?
Let's see if your reputation is deserved.
Oh, he got me again. He just spams it?
This is just a warm-up.
Alright. That's super annoying. How do I parry that? What a cheap bastard. Okay. I want to fight him repeatedly until I win. It's not a Souls-like, so we should be able to jump right in. Death has found... Oh no! Instant revive start. No, I don't want to do that. Retry. Cool. You have different options. Loading. This is like the PlayStation 2 screen back in the day, except with way more cubes. So he spams the mess out of that move, man. That's going to be really good to probably cheese. Like, he cheesed me pretty much. On human enemies, I'd imagine. Are you ready? You jerk.
You're all grey men. Defend yourself.
Come on, jerk wagon.
Let's see if your
Okay, I learned it. I learned it, Dad.
reputation is deserved.
Get wrecked. Stab him on the floor. Run at me. Oh, he just poised through that? Okay, what a boss. Move out of the way, citizens. I'll kill you. Well, I knocked him out of the arena. Is he coming back? I parried his kick. Haha. Yeah, you suck. Kill his legs. Quick time events? I haven't seen those since... Gosh, I don't know when. It's been many, many years. Why am I out of the damn thing? I'm literally... You come in. I'm in the fight circle.
Fight me great. Defend yourself. It's not over yet.
I wish that the like it was always kind of behind us, but you can move the camera however you like, so it's fine. Cut his legs off. No, it's fine. We win. First boss down.
They say Balun's finest swordsman is a Greymane. It was an honor to duel him. You're not bad yourself.
Yeah, you're cheap with your little kicks, man.
I had believed I was quite strong.
You're not.
The world is vast, and there are many who are stronger still. It was a good match, Greymane.
Go stumble off somewhere then. Speak with the man who seems to have something to say. Is it this guy? He looks like he has something to say. Oh, look at this deer man. You.
Greymane, you're as remarkable as I've heard. It appears the clucking of house hens held a kernel of truth.
Indeed.
I am Barden Midler, the Marshal of Hernan. I serve Marquis Circus, Lord and Steward of this land. It is an honor to witness such swordsmanship.
What do you want?
Pardon
Oh,
my
very nice.
presumptuousness, but I have come with an urgent request.
Speak
We're
your
short-handed.
mind.
We need the help of someone like you, Greymane.
It's like, but my mask is so cool.
Get to the point.
Of late, the peace in this region has been sorely troubled. Brigands run rampant, and despite our best attempts,
Brigands.
we're unable to thwart them.
Those are fun.
I believe they have a powerful benefactor pulling the strings. However, we have no solid evidence to support this claim, and we can't afford further investigation. If you were to lend us your aid, Marquis Circus will be more than pleased.
Sorry, but my priority is finding my comrades. And I'm not sure I'd be much help on my own.
The Marquis is a generous lord. He will surely aid in re-establishing the Greymanes. Until we meet again.
Alright. He looks cool. I like how, like, soft his little cape looks. Defeat the enemies around Springtide Mill. Okay.
Good day.
Good day, my butt. Alright, here we go. The notice boards where you'll find requests for help from the locals or learn about dangerous criminals with bounties on their heads. Okay. Heh. This little guy. Looking for a skilled chef. Oh, okay. Special fish dish. That's kind of cool. Simple posters. Okay, so nothing. A shadow casted over the river. I guess we can go there. I mean, I don't know how far that is from where we're at, but yeah, that's perfect. We've been to all these other areas, it seems, if we zoom in. This should be the sketchy little shop. Let me see here. Yep. I'm getting used to it. The only thing I don't know is where the hell my little camp is. I have no clue where I can lay my head. And that's kind of annoying, because I would like to rest.
Looking for someone?
Stash my things away, but I'm certainly not going to go back and look at the previous stream either, so it's fine. Somebody in chat that will tell me, hey, this is where you can rest.
I'm here to help.
Alright. Let's go defeat those brigands. So you obviously have the freedom to either, you know, kind of tackle these things on your own, or you can go through kind of like the story progression of it. So if we look at the area that we're supposed to be going to, we look at the map, that's that other area that we saw that was already in kind of danger, and it said like, you know, something needed here. There's like, you know, whatever, intervention needed or whatever the hell it said. And I was like, oh, okay, that area is going to have, you know, bandits or whatever. So You know, we could have probably just gone there on our own volition. But now that we did that duel, we got the Marquis's attention, and now we're doing it the story way. So pretty cool. I love that. That looks fantastic. Let's see. I don't see a windmill yet, but Mike says, I'm so overwhelmed by this game in a good way that I don't even know what to do. You know, I think, you know, start with some of the main quest stuff, and then as you are on the main quest, you know, talk to everybody you see on the way there, things like that. You'll find different side quests, and then focus on completing side quests before, you know, anything else. And if you can't find anything else to do, go to main quest again. Just keep bouncing back and forth. Okay. Like Finn the human's killing us. Nobody calls me a cur. I do like the parry. That's one of my favorite things. Very cool, very cool. Who else wants to die? These guys? I feel like I'll divert from the main quest and follow the shiny thing that's miles away. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's the way you should do it. That is exactly how you should do it. Everybody's just running away, man. Come on. I wanted to kill them. All of their loot should now go to my storage, wherever the hell that's at. I don't know where the storage is, so if anybody can tell me, that'd be fantastic. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris, indeed. I saw that today before I took my shower. And it's quite sad. All of the great action heroes and stuff are just aging and dying. Hold on one second.
One second he's in front of me, the next is behind me with a blade at my neck.
You can purchase them at shops. Okay, hold square to assign them on your quick slot. Ooh, wow. Toasted grains. Hell yeah. Lentils? Ugh. They're good for you, so might as well. So here's my spirit stuff. We'll do an onion. I like eating onions. Blackberries, this, and then... Okay. How do I use them quickly, though? Oh, I see. So if I needed to hold it, then I'd be, oh, I want that. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So many damn buttons in this game. I haven't found storage yet. So the first area that we rested at, it was a little tent, and there was a storage chest in there for us. I don't know how to get back there. I don't remember where that's at. And there's nothing on the map telling you where it's at. So it was an encampment similar to something like this, but it had like white tents. And it was like obviously right before you got access into Hernand. I just don't know where the hell it's at. And it's kind of annoying because that was our storage and it was a white tent. It kind of looked like this. Hold on. No. Where are the poor people? It kind of looked like this. But honestly, I just can't find it for the life of me. That might very well be it, actually. Let's see what these kids want, and then, let's see. Go to the notice board. Okay, what are y'all flapping about?
Good days here.
Good day.
Horn thief? Yeah, I want to kill him. Right next to the town. Whoa, that looks awesome. Upper left of town on... Okay, let's take a look at it together then. Because I don't know where it's at. I'm thinking it's the area that I just pointed at, but... Looking for someone to catch the bastard cut off my goat horns. I need someone to bring in the lunatic who cut the horns off the goat I raised with care. May the thief who took my precious goat's horns suffer divine punishment. I'd prefer to discuss the details in person. And one thing I would like to see, though, as well, is this literally taking up inventory space? Because of each of these posters is taking up space. That's really sucky. No, it's not. Okay, good. Good. Do we need to keep those? I don't think you need to keep the posters, no. I don't think you can sell them is my thing. I think it's technically a key item. So you're going to have like a prototype or a base, which would be the first one you pick up. And then from there, you can always access all the others. I don't think you can sell them. They say cannot sell most of the time. That's an interesting quest, says Shayla. Yeah, I think it's going to probably be, I want to say, isn't that one of the bosses that we saw like years ago? Looking for someone to find the cow stolen by bandits. Okay. I always love this little sequence where you just get to examine. Strange noises. See, this is where we get our side quest. So I think it was Mike Amber saying, what do I do? Well, you know, do your main quest, and then each area that you stop by as you're doing a main quest is going to lead you to another side quest, and then do all the side quests you can, then do the main quest at the very end. Investigate a cave. Strange noises coming out of the cave. Can't tell if it's animals or people. Ooh, that's cool. Can't even drink in peace. That's not good. Alright, what else? Simple poster, missing woolly. Probably a sheep. Aww. What's up with all the animal thieves? My precious friend Wooly. Okay. Nothing. And anything here? What is this? Simple poster, simple. Okay. I don't know why it makes me take them. I would prefer not to have the option to do that. It's fine though. All right. And I think the fallen Joker. No. Antidodon said, upper left of town on the map is where our base is. Let's see. Maybe here. I mean, I'll try. This is the only place I can fast travel to anyways. And then we'll see what else we can do in terms of the side quest. Or not the side quest, but whatever else it wanted me to do. There's some other point of interest it had there. I don't know if this is... Oh, this is where I was just at. Damn it. Speak with the despairing man. Now I'm like a million miles away from this clown. I always do this to press the map, and I don't realize that this is the map right here. The man trapped in the mire. Okay, lovely. We'll figure you out in a second. Where's the storage, people? Antidodon, come back. What is this? The fact that I can't fast travel drives me nuts, man. Like, I need to be able to fast travel in a game like this. Alright, whatevs. Also, I have tons of points I could probably spend. I think stamina will be the biggest thing for us to focus on, so let's do that as well. I don't even know how to do this. Skills, maybe? I just move. Okay, there you go. Force palm. Is there just like stamina increase? Axiom force. Nature's grasp. These are just all the kind of basic Abilities we've learned. Armed combat increases the damage. Marksmanship. That would be fun if I didn't have to buy arrows. / shield bash. Dude, I just want more stamina. How do I increase my base stats? Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I just want to be able to increase my base stats. I don't know how to do. There you go. Energy consumed when performing actions, such as dodging or moving. I have 6 of these. Okay, so you can respec, which is fantastic. Cool, but I didn't want to have to see that every single time. Let's see. Where's like, do I have numbers or values? I need to know how much stamina. How much stamina is too much? Yeah, there's literally no telling. I need a value. It's just like, yes, your stamina is increased. Okay, thanks. Alright, I spent all of my stuff on stamina. Still no telling how much I have, but I have a little bar and then it goes to the squiggly line. Oh, fancy. I can sprint longer. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is good. Better than before in it anyways, but yeah. Better than before. Alright, and it actually fills back up pretty quickly as well. Okay, well I still have no clue where my base is. I could come straight down here. Just due south. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to square as jump. That's still confusing. There's another game like that too. I don't remember which one it is. Wee! We're children, we're children. They just spin around. Alright, is this where the poor folks are? Yeah, they're all just, like, sad.
Would you help me eat proper?
No, I want my storage. That's fine. I'm out of here. Alright, so we'll go figure out what's going on with the despairing man and then do some side quests. I really need to figure out where the freaking storage is. An ant to Dawn just bounced, so I have no clue. I needed you. And I needed you most. Ed. Is it a dog? What is that? Oh, I've seen that kind of dog before. Ugly little thing. What the hell? The duck started attacking me. I want to fight these big humans, these big orcish dudes. The Nephilim.
He's just lost his cattle and his home. We should be comforting the man.
Bollocks. He promised.
Bollocks indeed, man.
That's gone. I'll get back my cows, everyone. Just need some faith. Solomon is sure to bring him back. You'll see. You think them rotten bandits just gonna bring them all back? Huh? A bloody fool's what you are, brother.
Mm-hmm. So he got beat up.
Point, you know. Your cows are as good as dead, I reckon.
As good as steaks.
I've asked for aid all over town. I've even put up notices.
Oh, I saw said notice.
You're not the only one being terrorized, you know. Aye, it's worth a try.
Sure, it's just they've got their hands full dealing with those bleed bandits.
Bastards
You're an idiot.
always have an excuse.
They ain't nothing but...
There's like orcs.
Dogs, that lot.
There's like goblins. There's humans. I'd like to understand more about the different types of people. Man and mer.
You can wait all you want, Bremer. They ain't coming. Never.
They will. They have to.
That's enough. Let's just go. No matter how much we fuss, the cows aren't coming back.
What has the world come
You
to?
can fuss until the cows come home. Alright, so I guess I have to save the damn cows. What am I gonna do? Carry the cow on my shoulder?
You in need of help.
I like that my voice actually sounds like I'm in a helmet.
Yes, please. I've lost everything. I need all the help in the world. My home has been blasted to splinters, bits here and there. And then bandits took every last one of my cows. Solomon has put trial after trial before me.
Is that your house?
Give me your house, and I'll save your cows.
Blasted boulder fell from the sky.
This has like the worst luck.
Bandits plucked up whatever rock didn't lay flat. They even took my precious cows, every one of them.
Brigands plundering a home in ruin. Any idea why?
Not even the slightest. Told them to just take the damn cows, but they took their fists to my face, demanding more and more. Just look what they did to my face.
Hey, calm down.
I'm not asking for much.
Good touching me.
Just trying to get by. Please, help me get my cows back. Please.
I said I would already, you crazy man.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so cows. And you have plenty, you have like 50 more cows. Speak with the witnesses.
Greetings and all that.
Greetings and such.
The fuck are you doing?
Nothing?
There's nothing but bandits that way.
It's hanging out. Speak to me.
About the cows. Hey, fuck the cows, and don't go saying a word about them to Bremer.
See you later.
Better he lost his cows than his life.
Those cows are his old life. Show some sympathy.
I'm just being honest. Cows ain't worth getting killed over.
What I'm trying to say
I
is...
bet I get you've never had a steak before.
You know,
You've had that filet mignon. You'd say different.
Why would you ask us about that? Oh, you reek of cow shit. Fresh off the farm, are you? Ugh, what a stink.
Well, yeah, I know where they are.
He was asking me. Hi. I saw them.
That was Aikido.
Follow me.
Aikido. Okay, so where do we go, buddy? Can I ride your donkey?
Try to keep up.
Hold your horses, bud.
The world sure has been cruel to Bremer.
how so?
Well, his cows were stolen. And a stone from the sky crushed his own to splinters. Poor sod's story has become the talk of the town.
Yeah, that sucks.
If that William boy didn't find Bremer among the rubble, that poor coward would be on Solomon's steps right now. Ask him why that rock was sent his way. He's quite the devout man, despite his hardships. Who could have imagined suffering damage from a boulder falling out of the sky? Well, I suppose he should be grateful just to have survived. Still, I know how wretched this has been
Big
for
giant
Bremer.
dude. Yeah, Bremer just has bad luck.
Those dead cows on the left are his, I reckon.
Oh no.
The work of those damn bandits.
That's ridiculous. What a waste. They didn't even eat him?
Bandits' hideout is just a little further.
Well, I'm gonna
I
revenge.
saw them take all
for Bremer and avenge the cows.
There's a strange smell getting stronger the closer we get.
A griffin, maybe? That'd be cool. So there's gonna be a monster in the cave, I imagine.
There.
Maybe not bandits like we think.
This is as far as your coin gets you. Good luck.
Oh, thanks. How do I hop off? Okay. See you later, horsey. How do you like the game? I'm thinking of paying that set. It's pretty decent. I mean, if you like Dragon's Dogma or Where Winds Meet, you'd enjoy it. I did not mean to hit you. Are you bad? He is bad.
You expecting me to kiss it better?
Thought you were gonna kiss it better. Fight me. Stab him. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is good. I liberated the region. Cute Sleeping Dog says, need Reedfield boss was so hard, I just died 40 times. It happens. I remember my first boss. 40 times. When I was doing Where Winds Meet on like whatever difficulty, the super hard as balls difficulty. Oh man, I kept dying so much, but it was so satisfying to get the victory after, you know. After all those times. But yeah, that's good, man. It'll be good. Just, you got it. You'll beat him. Stick with it. I don't understand, man. This is like hurting me. Probably could have used a fire arrow or something. I don't know. I'm not understanding. A chair. I can carry the chair. It says use where your lanterns and like where? Revealing memory fragments. A lantern reacts and sends signals in a location where there's a memory fragment. Take out the lantern and shine it in your surroundings to reveal the memory. You can play the revealed memory location with the visione. I'm not understanding why the hell I'm getting poisoned by everything. And I'm not sure, like, what am I supposed to see? I don't get it. Sometimes the... Yeah, see how that just goes? This game is like Elden Ring, not gonna lie. No, I wouldn't say that. Certainly not like Elden Ring. It's not like any FromSoft game. It's like a open... It's like an open world game. It's like a Dragon's Dogma or Where Winds Meet. It's nothing like a Souls-like. Remember, just because you die at a boss fight doesn't mean it's a Souls-like. And just because it's open world doesn't mean it's Elden Ring. That's just not the case. You guys gotta quit spouting those lies, man. You gotta start learning the difference. Alright, well, and then I can probably watch the little memory, I'm assuming. Alright, so memory style, we go armor, R1, go here. Nope. So many freaking buttons. Let's take a look. It's really cool. Christopher says I'm loving this game. Nice, good. I'm enjoying it. Definitely not loving it, but it's pretty decent. I was expecting a lot more. Because of all the hype, sadly. Alright. Yeah, glad you're loving it, man. That's awesome. Where's my horsey? Wow, it's like literally appeared right there. Very nice. I need you. I'm barely into the game. Yeah, same. This is like, I played it for about 3 hours straight, just stayed in Hernan most of the time, and now we are in, well, we're still on the edges of Hernan, just doing side quests and stuff. I love my memory helmet. That's so cool. That's a really cool way to show people, like, you know, a fun way to be able to see things like lore type stuff and all. I like that. Others have said it can take up about 8 hours to really get into it. Yeah, I imagine it's different for everybody. Just figuring out what you like the most and exploring that piece of it. I think it's fun. I think it's great, but I really do like it. I can't wait to get some more weapons and things like that. That's what I'm looking forward to. The horseback riding is really nice, though. Alright, buddy. Your cows are dead, and, you know, things. Just Casual says 8 hours is crazy. It's really funny, considering your username. Just Casual doesn't do 8 hours before they click. Before the things click. Just Casual needs a good 30 minutes to hop in the game. But this is like, again, it's essentially an MMO and as a single player experience. So you have a massive world to explore. But again, think where winds meet in Dragon's Dogma. They got drunk at a bar and had a baby. And that's the game.
I'll hunt down the ones responsible.
Thank you.
Yay!
You truly are a good person. I don't know what to say. I'm eternally grateful.
These bandits aren't the sort you can go easy on.
I truly hope you can.
Maybe I can use a fire arrow. Well, I don't have a fire, but if I could use a fire arrow, I could explode that thing. I don't know what it was. It seemed like a poison thing. Speak with the enraged man. Oh, okay. Trial after trial. So side quests, as I've mentioned, are very important because they continue to expand your inventory. So that's something you definitely want to do or consider doing. Ooh, that's not good. Get back on the horse, please. And this is what. Knowledge. A young shepherd's son, William the Cryberry. Okay, so just a little wuss. What are we supposed to do with? No, I want to see the map. How come I can't see the map? I need to see the map. Alright, where am I at? Whoa, I'm way the heck over here. So many different things. So these are going to be like, if you see this little symbol, that's obviously the Hernan symbol or whatever. So these are the official side quests in that area. You can see like each region, and you can, you know, kind of like the completion percentage for each region, which is kind of cool. And we'll go here. So that is actually behind me. Alright, let's go. Definitely want a different mount at some point. That'd be pretty neat. Yeah, I don't want to go there. It really wants me to go. Why? I'm not near that. Yeah, I'm closer to here. So we're pretty much just going to go west on the main path here. Okay. Jihad says this hasn't been out long enough for any review to be an accurate representation of the game. Well, that's not true. Because people get the game early and they can play it and review it for a period of time, opinions can be formed immediately. Now, if you trust sources like game journalists and things like that, well, that's on you. And if you don't have a good, like, tried and true review YouTuber that's not getting paid to give positive reviews, then you can certainly have accurate representations and reviews of the game. So I don't agree. Christopher says, how do you get your first horse, bro? You just play the game. Like, you know, just go through and you'll obtain the first horse relatively quickly. It's actually like immediately after the intro sequence, okay? How do I dismount? There you go. But yeah, no, you're incorrect. Ed says, is Crimson Desert as good as we thought? No, I don't think so. I think it's very decent. I think if you like Dragon's Dogma, you like Where Winds Meet, you can be right at home with it.
At least you didn't lose anything else.
The hell I didn't.
But I think it's very decent. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. It's not a masterpiece. It's not game of the year for me or anything like, not even close. But it's very enjoyable. I wish there was a little bit more, like I could get more into like the combat part of it. You fight and you have like these fights in between. A lot of the, you know, a lot of the quests have you end with a combat sequence and things like that. But, you know, it's very decent.
I drank a lot that day. Eh?
How do you find new armor and new outfits? You can purchase them. You can find them in like semi-dungeons. You can get them as quest rewards. It's very just typical RPG stuff. New armors, new outfits. Okay, never mind. I do have a horse. Just tap up on the D-pad and that will summon your horse.
The fuck are you? You trying to get me worked up again?
Calm down. I'm not here to cause trouble.
I'm here to help you, you loser.
By the sun, you're strong.
Tell me, what happened?
But yeah, Crimson Desert's incredibly decent. It's not a game that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to keep playing kind of thing. It's very fun and I enjoy it. I like how each of the, you know, they all have very thought out side quests and missions and things like that. It's pretty fun. Fargrim the dwarf says, what is that helmet? You can get it at one of the light towers southwest of Hernand. And it's called the Visione. It allows you to see memories. So if you interact with certain items, you can see the memories and play them back and you can actually see them play out. It's pretty neat. One of the first items you can get. First item I got. But if people are looking at how to obtain it, I can certainly put together a guide or something.
Wait, really? Well, get going then. I'll reward you for finding even a single spoon.
Alright. Read the memory on the mysterious horn thief. So what you do is when you have this mask equipped, it looks like Finn the Human to me, but you go to your items, so you hold left, you go to armor, you go to your mask, and then you go to play. Now you would then look for memory fragments, right? But we don't have any new ones just yet, so we need to go and read the memory on the horn thief. So we're going to be going this way, grab our horse. Just came out of the grass. I love that. I'm gonna ride. Figure out where to go from here. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, if you like just kind of doing different things like that, I love doing side quests and learning, immersing myself in the lore of the world around me. It's lots of fun. A part of me really does want to jump into a lot more combat and stuff, but I'm not going to do a challenge run or anything. I had planned to initially, but nah. I'm just going to enjoy it casually, do some of these side quests, and then get to the main quest stuff. We'll really hit the main quest hard next week. But yeah, I can show you guys how to get this mask. It's very important for side quests. A lot of the side quests actually require some sort of usage of it, so you can read the memories. These are my little homies. You know, hold on, is this the, yeah, these are my thieves. My thief friends. You sell some stuff.
Are you trying to get us caught? Hush.
Alright. This dude's so sketch, I love it. Ooh. Gives you attack +1, that's cool. The tarnished ring. Liquor bottle. I bet I can't use it. Thin hide, abyss artifact. Toasted grains. Alright, these are just different things. What about this? Well, shoot. I could sell that. But I can actually equip it, I think, too.
What happened here is already forgotten.
He's super sketch. I love that. One thing is, I also don't know, I have no clue how to get my digital, you know, my deluxe edition stuff, you know? Like, I paid $10 extra, man. I want my stuff. In fact, I was told that you could do something and it was called like, gosh, I don't remember. What was it called? Add-ons or something like that. There you go. Ah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. See all this? Platform exclusive bonus. Okay, so let's just go back and show you guys how to do this. So if you got the digital deluxe edition and you want to obtain your stuff, you open up your map, you go to others at the very top, the R1 here, others, and you go to options on the R2 section here. Then you're going to go to add-ons. When you select add-ons, you're going to be able to see your pre-order bonus, which is the shield. It looks like a tier 3 shield. And then you have the Kairos plate set, Balgrin shield, and you even have unique armor for your horse, among other things. And then you also have a platform exclusive bonus if you're on the PS5, and you get the Grottivant plate set, which these are how you obtain these items. So then you just press receive and then you'll get them. But I'm going to hold off on receiving them because I do want to make sure that we first locate our storage so we can place them in storage whenever we are ready to actually use them. But these look pretty awesome, and they are refined like to level 3. So that's actually pretty awesome as well. And we even have some additional kind of plating and stuff for our horse, which is really nice. You can always go into the inventory menu to customize your mount as well. So pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. But that's how we get that. Eric Smith says, rate the game so far. I'd say 7 out of 10 for me. 7 out of 10 for me. Seven out of 10 because I was, it was hyped so hard, but I definitely enjoy it. I think it's lots of fun, but it's a lot like Dragon's Dogma or Where Winds Meet. And if you played either of those games or both of those games, it's a perfect mix, I think, of those two. It's really, if you like enjoying immersing yourself in the world, my gosh, there's so much to explore. And I love doing that. Like, I could get lost in a game like this. But at the same time, I think it's a lot of people are going to either love it or hate it. There is some complexity and clunkiness with the controls, but if you can get over that, I mean, the game's great. So it's a great game, but probably a strong 7 out of 10 for me.
Look at this glorious pile of shit.
Hey, that's me.
Load of bollocks. Thought I'd stumbled onto some easy loot for once, but
They keep giving us those strange,
waste of our time.
like those strange, like incense things.
What are you doing?
I like when you actually have the helmet on, it sounds like you're, muffled. That's really cool. Cool little details like that.
You're the ones out here making trouble.
Why is everybody talking trash? I parried instantly. Instant parry. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you guys so hard. Stab him again. Okay. I'll take that. Glenmore sword. And you can sell a lot of things. So once you kind of get merchants, we got a key we can use for... It's kind of like a skeleton key, if you will. Spooky, please shut up. I'm talking. Let's see. This is the part that gets a little tricky for me. Like, what am I supposed to be looking at? You'd think it'd be the loot. Getting too close to this actually harms me. Use your lantern where it reacts. I'm trying, but it keeps wanting... Oh, mysterious elixir? Yes, please. So my lantern is going crazy. I don't know how to put away my weapons. Because I really just want to hold my lantern, honestly. Yes. He's still in combat mode. Can we stop fighting now? Okay. I don't know how to use my lantern, damn it. Like, the little stuff like this should not be this hard. Like, right now, my weapons are unsheathed. I should be able to sheathe them easily with some sort of on-screen, like, hey, put your weapons up. Alright. And then L1 is how you use your lantern. So you just have to stand still for a bit. That's kind of weird, you know? Like, all I had to do was stand still. But it forces you to stand still so that your weapons can automatically sheathe, then you can interact. That's weird to me. Now, what we do is, since we have the memory sequence, you can see, because we've interacted with it, you can see like kind of the remnants of the memory right here. We're going to go into our armor menu. We're going to select the Visione. And then we're going to play. And now we have the hornless goat memory that we can read, and it kind of just plays the sequence for us.
Why in the world did you bring goat horns? Could be worth some coin. I told you not to get caught. Oh, we didn't, did we? Listen, we did just what you asked. Now pay up. The coin. Bloody imbeciles.
You'll get your money after I get what I want.
We did exactly what you told us. You said you wanted some rocks. We brought plenty. Big rocks, small rocks, some real prize winners. We picked up every damn pebble around that bloody house. But not one of them radiates light, does it? Yeah, I'm starting to think your glowing rocks ain't real. Now, hang on.
And they killed him. Oh, cool. Alright, so that's what happens when you deal with bandits. Now we need to return to Ibano. So let's go ahead and get our horse. Come here, horsey. But yeah, there's some weird little decisions and choices they made, like design-wise, that make things a little awkward. Like even like my first interaction with trying to speak with Unka, I think you have to hold L1, but it didn't tell you that, right? So you like, I have to hold L1 and then and then interact with them so I can speak to them. I was like, it was very strange, but little things like that, you know, you gotta get used to. Oh no! Oops, I'm breaking all their stuff. I want to kill this big guy.
What are those guards even doing?
All right, dude, bro, cheer up.
Here, I tracked the bandits down.
They're dead.
Huh? You found them? Where are those thieving fucks? Those
All right,
filthy,
just settle
bloody
down.
whoresons!
Horson?
You won't be seeing them again.
And my belongings?
By the river,
Oh.
couldn't carry them all.
You muttonhead! You can't even carry some boxes, huh?
What is this anyway?
Oh, that's mine then.
Could fetch a
You
pretty
didn't recognize it. 8.5 out of 10 says Nunkogan. 7 out of 10.
Of course it is.
Here, your reward.
Thanks for everything.
A good 7 out of 10 for me.
At least a dozen goats.
Cool. Speak with the crying child. All right, after we do these little side quests, we'll have finished this particular Hernan region. At least that, and then well, I guess for now, for today, we're actually going to continue just pushing through the side quest, but Monday we're going to hit the main quest pretty hard, and we'll try and... Where'd my horse go? Hey, there he is. It's holding my attention better than Dragon's Dogma 2 did. Nice. I actually made many references to this and Dragon's Dogma 2. Also, it's kind of, to me, a mix of Dragon's Dogma 2 and Where Winds Meet. So, enemy variety, Big Hat Logan, right now isn't the best because I'm mostly fighting bandits, so nothing too crazy. I'm mostly fighting bandits right now because that's kind of the people, no, they're the ones that are kind of, there's a band called the Bleed Bandits, and that little group or gang is attacking the people, and they're the ones that are causing the most issues. So you're seeing a lot of the same bandits, but haven't seen too much more variety in that regard. But it's only because we're in that kind of area lore-wise, so. Drip Drip says, seeing so much mixed reviews so far. It's going to be very divisive because people are either going to jump into the game, get fully immersed, and love it because they're going to try and learn everything and get into all the mechanics, or they're going to wish that they can instantly get like instant gratification on it, and they're going to be a little bit overwhelmed by the, you know, the complex control scheme and all that, and then they're just going to give up, which is most people nowadays because they can't really you can't hold their attention unless you're, you know, showing them your moves or whatever. Hey, quit bothering this little loser.
Stop it. Can't you see?
But yeah, I would say it's a good 7 out of 10. It's definitely not, like, for me, Game of the Year material. It's just, again, like Dragon's Dogma 2 and Where Winds Meet had a baby. You have the amount of content that a Where Winds Meet would have, and the same kind of presentation of it in that way. And then you have the Dragon's Dogma, like, flashy combat, which in Where Winds Meet was very similar, but it was more like almost like Wolong Fallen Dynasty combat style. Whereas here you have a lot more like Dragon's Dogma-esque combat. And you have, of course, that Western kind of sci-fi or medieval whatever, not sci-fi, medieval fantasy presentation. Can we kill this guy? And then Woolie's dead. Give me coin, little crybaby. Yeah, he's a loser. If you lose track of your target, you need to make preparations. Take a moment to step back, rest at a campfire, or on a bed to pass the time, or simply leave and re-enter the quest. Okay, cool. Try and cook something. But yeah, it's very decent. I think this game's very decent. I just think that most people are going to be very harsh on it. And I'd say very extreme one way or the other. They're going to be, this is the most amazing game ever. And it's really not, but I think it's very good. It's very decent. It's enjoyable. And then the other people are going to be like, oh, this game's terrible. And it's not, because it is very good. And the quality's there. They've spent a lot of time in developing all the quests. All that stuff is there. It makes sense. But it has a very MMO feel to it. Just coming off of Where Winds Meet, it's very similar. And then the Dragon's Dogma kind of combat, that kind of weight is very present. You know, so you have the Where Winds Meet kind of amount of content and the Dragon's Dogma presentation and delivery of the content. So it's a very good mix. All right, let's go. It's really interesting because you can actually mix something like grains, as common as grains, and then lentils, and you make a bomb-ass toasted grains, which is really nice. Ooh, I don't have enough on that. Okay, it's fine. Wow, I don't have anything. Let's make them. Bro, the screen tearing is so bad on my PS5. I don't really understand what screen tearing. I hear that all the time, but I'm on quality mode right now. I don't see anything. Other than, to me, the graphics are not as good as they should be. Like, it seemed very dated to me on the PS5 as opposed to what I was seeing, all the promotional material. That was clearly on PC, like, to the max, but this is on PS5 and it's just very like it's very underwhelming from a presentation standpoint. Yeah, it's very mid, you know, in terms of like the graphics are okay, but like, you know, look at the cooking sequence in Dragon's Dogma or Monster Hunter. I mean, you think it's real, right? But you know, from a visual standpoint, there's a lot to soak in, so it's trying to do its best to show you everything at once. But when you look at the little details, you can see that's where they're cutting corners. People are nitpicking so much already so far. The best take I've seen has been about performance on cons. Yeah, I don't think, to me, I mean, I'm playing on console, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there should never be issue on playing on console, you know? So PC is where all the issues arise, in my opinion. But no, I don't, there have been no issues in that regard. So for people to say there's issues on performance, like, and that's the only positive, no. I mean, the game has lots of positives. It's got tons of content you can jump into, delve into. The combat's really fluid and flashy. The only thing I don't like is the platforming. I definitely don't like the platforming sequences, and the puzzles are kind of okay, depending on which device you're using to solve the puzzle. Like if you're using the claw, I don't necessarily like the claw. I don't like the jumping platforming sequences either. So, you know, little things like that. What's up, Rox? How you doing, Rox? Rox over on YouTube. What's the game about? Pretty much somebody that's part of certain tribe or group of bros, and there's forces that, you know, the enemy forces kind of took them over and separated them, killed them, and so now they're trying to rejoin, regroup, whatever. But then there's a bigger plot where there's some sort of dark, you know, machinations taking place that are transcend just the tribes and different groups and all that. It's actually, you know, the whole world at stake, but we don't know exactly what's going on yet. It's about deserts that are crimson color, exactly. And the first one was about deserts that are black. And this is like some Elder Scrolls stuff. Sort of. And it's more like ESO if you want to compare it to any of those. Do you have 120 HZ output and VRR off? I think that helps with the blurriness. Let me take a look, Blood. Drips is probably going to wait till it's on sale after a couple of patches. Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. Alright, well, we've been cooking for long. It's just fun to try it out. Okay. So, at least we know we can cook now. In terms of the settings, let's take a look. There is something that you're saying. There's words that Blood was saying. All right, we want 120 HZ. I don't know what any of that means. Okay, so I am not on. I'm on console, so I don't even know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are just like, this is the settings for console. They doesn't have all the VRR junk and V-Sync's as fancy as we get. It's on your console settings. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to change that. I definitely won't change. Not for this one game, you know? I will not change my settings for one game that I'm going to be playing just for a period of time. Motion blur turned off? Okay. Is that on? But thank you so much for the suggestions. But yeah, I'm not going to waste my time doing all that. Motion blur. Do you guys see? I don't see any of this stuff. Blur intensity. So we want that down. Like on your PS5 settings. Oh, that's fine. Do I turn this down, guys? Should be that. How's the story? The story's fine. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's just a very standard kind of. Oh, I can actually say. Have I not saved? Holy balls. These are all auto saves. So the game auto saves, but you can actually, I guess, save too. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't say I can. I'm going to save here. That's my first save after like 4 hours. See if it helps with your view. Yeah, no doubt. I think the story's fine. I mean, it's very, you know, what you'd expect in terms of like this kind of a game. Like, okay, you've got, you know, your character gets jacked up and then separated in the beginning, and you know, now you're trying to figure out which path you want to go. You're trying to regroup, but also you got other things that come in the way and distract you. And I mean, it's fine. I think it's pretty good so far. I'm trying to understand what the bigger plot is. There is something like bigger happening in the world that we don't know. Wait, why is this here? That's where the little children were. Where's Wooly?
Those bandits were definitely responsible.
Like, these talking sequences to me are a little awkward. You have to hold L1 and then press square.
Pardon me.
As opposed to just kind of going up and naturally talking to him. It's a little interesting.
That fellow who defeated Matthias?
Ha! That's quite a feat.
He was amazing.
There's another Matthias. Oh, I beat Matthias, yeah.
Brought such a fine warrior here.
Have you seen any bandits around here?
I'm looking for a Wooly.
Stolen a sheep.
DLC plan for the game, so even more content. Nice. Yeah, this game's going to be rich with content. They won't. That's the problem. That people aren't going to like. You're going to have tons of content. It's not a lack of content. This game has tons already. I haven't even scraped the surface of anything yet, but this game's going to have tons of content. It's just more so, are you going to care enough to want to do it all? If I'm going to search for every missing goat or whatever, or what, you know, is that what we're going to be doing, or what's the, you know, what's the what on this? So it's one of those things where people are going to lose interest over time because there's just so much content, like in Where Winds Meet. But I think that it's not the content, it's just how it's delivered, is how you're going to make it interesting and new and fun. And so I'm not, you know, feeling like I'm doing the same thing, or that it's just not meaningful enough, like, or that it's interesting enough, or, you know, obviously people that are going to lose interest in this kind of stuff. So to me, I think it's not a lack of content. It's going to be how is the content delivered that's going to make me want to keep coming back to it. Because like in Where Winds Meet, there's like too much content. It's because it's an MMO, right? This is very similar. It's made from people that obviously created an MMO, making now a single player experience. So you got to figure out that balance. What is this idiot doing? Can I kill you? And then you have these like random fight sequences every once in a while, which is great. Kind of breaks up the monotony of just like walking around. The parry is nice. Really gracious timing. Alright. Steal your stuff. Poison arrows and ore. You can get ore from all. So if you wanted to, I guess we could technically make as many arrows as we needed, but. What's up, Marcus? Marcus says hello, my friend. Taco Chris, or I don't know what your name is. I'm going to call you Taco over on TikTok. Is it any good? Keep seeing mixed opinions. Have it in my cart, just scared to pull the trigger. I think it's incredibly decent. And I think that if you enjoy Where Winds Meet, or if you enjoy Dragon's Dogma, you're going to love this game. But if you're just looking for like a real quick, like one night, like kind of stand with the game, you're not going to enjoy it. You need to spend time on this game. And if you're just playing this game because I want to get instant gratification and just master it immediately and kill all the, you're not going to do that. If you want to take your time, immerse yourself in the world, and kind of lose yourself in a massive game world and just enjoy every second of it, you're going to love it. But only if you enjoy the combat style that you might feel from like a Dragon's Dogma, and then similarly like a feel that a Where Winds Meet style of like there's so much content, it's like Where Winds Meet in that regard. And the combat is like Dragon's Dogma, very smooth, very like flashy. So if you like that, you're gonna love this. But if you want to just like, you know, think of it like a Souls-like or something like that, you're gonna hate it because it's not a Souls-like. It's not even close. So these are things you have to decide, and then that will make your choice make sense. Are you willing to immerse yourself in a game and enjoy a game, or do you want to just like, oh, I want to get OP and be super strong and find all these meta builds? It's just not the kind of game it is. You just have fun. I'm saving sheep and stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little stuff like that. So if you pull the trigger, that's up to you, and it's based off of, do you want an experience you can immerse yourself in, get lost in, or do you want to instantly like become OP and do whatever else and you know, that kind of thing? And you're not going to enjoy it. If you like Where Winds Meet, if you like Dragon's Dogma, you will like this game. If you don't, then I wouldn't get it. To me, it's very decent. There's a few things that I don't like about it, and there's lots of things I do like about it. Okay. I think it's a very decent game. Return to William. Where's William? Can I ride my horse and take him? But yeah, I think it's very decent. Shayla says, hey, Marcus and Rox. Rox says, hello. VRR is a game optimizer option on OLED and TVs and monitors will let you play at 120 Hz. Ah, okay. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that was like, huh? But yeah, I'm not gonna change the set. Like, I'm not gonna go into all of that. I don't think. Just, I wonder if I can. Yes, I can. Haha, this is so awesome. Like these little details here, like, and even like I said earlier, when Cliff is speaking, if I have that metal mask on, you automatically have like that muffled sound, which is, I think, really neat little detail, right? It's just little things like that I'm like, that's fun. I love that. Those little details like that are just really interesting to me. And I like how they include them, and the fact, oh, I can carry this thing on my shoulder, and I can be riding on my horse at the same time. Like, that's nice. We love that. We love that quality of life. The thing I don't like is the Zelda touch puzzles. The puzzles currently, the jumping puzzles are particularly my least favorite, and I also don't like necessarily using the claw. That's a little, it's just clunky. But I mean, it's nothing that's, it's not like, oh, game breaking. I think it's I think it's fine, and I like the diversity of the puzzles. But yeah, the puzzles in general, it's like, okay, they're okay. They're not like so captivating or whatever, but I do like that they're diverse enough. Come on, Wooly. I am not on PC, Jose. I am on PS5. Come here, little loser boy. I got your base or base. Woolly mammoth. This kid's, oh god, he's annoying. Yeah, I'm on the base, man. This is the one I got, like, literally when that first came out.
That's not Wooly.
What?
Wooly's got a fluffier tail.
It does look pretty decent. I was expecting, like, I did reduce the motion blur and I did something else and it looks a little crispier. But it's still, in some areas, it's a little flat. You know, like, for me, like, graphically, there's a few areas where it's a little flat, but I'm not a real big graphics snob at all.
I can take you to him. Come on.
I'm not a graphics snob at all. Like, to me, it's like, it looks fine. But I think that what I, you know, all the promotional footage and stuff was definitely, like, on a high-end PC.
And today, I found him sleeping in a dung heap.
My kind of guy.
Helped him with his memory.
So that's not Wooly, or is it Wooly?
He always tells stories of grey maids.
Yeah, it still looks good, for sure. But it's not nearly as crispy as I thought it was going to be. Like, Dragon's Dogma, I think, oh man, it's like, I think it looks a little better, in my opinion. Different style. But I think it's just a little flat for me in certain areas. But I do like the way it looks. It's just different from what I was seeing on the promotional material that I saw however many months ago or whatever. Marcus says, I have not played this Inhuman. I'm going to let it cook for a bit and allow them to patch. There will be a lot of patches. Oh, wow. Okay, I would have thought you would have jumped right in. Yeah, but I do think that in terms of patches, I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be a lot of optimization and performance stuff, which I could care less about. On console, it plays fine. But the interesting thing is that I do think that there should be some quality of life kind of changes that we'll hopefully see. Like, I think you should have unlimited stamina in a non-combat zone unless you're doing the jumping or flying, which obviously requires stamina. It has some some mechanics built around it. You know, little things like that. Maybe even more customization for control scheme to simplify things a bit, like a simplified type mode, which that would be good for people to help, you know, increase the accessibility for it. I think for the people that are going to be like, oh, it's so complex. Jose says, yeah, I got a base PS5 when it literally came out too. Nice. Yeah, it's the one with all the, you know, the original parts before they had to get all cheap, because remember COVID made them where there was a lot of shortages for certain parts, and then they made the next model, but that one had issues with overheating and stuff. Dragon's Dogma 2 is better. No, I don't think Dragon's Dogma 2 is necessarily a better game. I think it's like they're very different in that regard. I love Dragon's Dogma though, and I'm kind of Dragon's Dogma like biased. I absolutely love Dragon's Dogma. 2 was really good. I was saying that the visuals for Dragon's Dogma 2 were like a little bit, I don't know, it's like it's a little more and some more detail. I don't know what it is, but it just to me a style that I am much more accustomed to, I suppose. Here, it just, everything seems a little flat. I don't know how to explain that, but it's like there's not as much shading or something as there you would think. I don't know. It just looks flat in some regards. But again, I'm not really a graphics snob, so I don't really care. But like, it doesn't break the immersion for me, you know. It's just a different art style, I think. Bear in mind, this game was built for PC. Yeah, agreed. Consoles at the moment get the crumbs, but they will support and patch for. Yeah, I think that it still looks very good. I mean, look how much world you're getting in this game. Like, that's massive scope. Like, look at that. And those are all points of interest that are real, by the way. So I think it's fantastic. But I'm just saying, like, people will complain about that. My only complaint is that just in general, the art style looks a bit flat. What I saw, like, in the promotional materials, are clearly all from high-end PCs, so you had a little bit more depth. You can see everything, and I like that, but it just seems a little flat. Overall, how do you like the game? I think it's a good 7 out of 10 for me. Good 7 out of 10. There's a raccoon! 7 out of 10 for me because it's a game that by design is not going to be appreciated by everyone. You know, it doesn't have a ton of accessibility in that regard. It's not going to be like, hey, this is an everyone game, right? And because of that, you're going to miss out on some of the really cool details, I think, in my opinion, just because of the way they decided to go with, like, the controller layout and all that. They still made it very MMO-y, which is their kind of DNA. So it's very much like Where Winds Meet to me, and then with the combat of Dragon's Dogma. So if I had to make any comparison, that's precisely what it'd be. Where Winds Meet meets Dragon's Dogma. This is the game you get. What am I doing here? Why is he? Oh, he's just drunk. But I do enjoy the game. I think it's fine. I'm definitely not, like, addicted to it. Like, well, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to play this every day. And when I get off, I'm not thinking about it. You know, I'm like, okay. I thought it was going to be one of those, but it's not. Not for me. I am enjoying it, though, but it's not, like, my next big, like, passion project, that's for sure. And definitely not Game of the Year contender either. Not for me. I do enjoy it, though, but I'm not quite addicted or hooked, you know? Unfortunately, I really was hoping to be. Investigate the suspicious case. Oh, I will. Are you? Oh, yes. The parries feel really good, though. Oh. Ow, balls, man. Who the hell? Okay, I thought I had some porridge. Kill him. All of them. Haha, gotcha. He's like, where do I go? Where do I go? Alright, got him. And you?
Oh, your armor won't save you from me.
Okay, buddy. Talking all that trash. Marcus says, yes, it is flat. I did fire it up and fiddled, but needs patches. They will patch it often, I understand from the... Oh, yeah. I mean, considering they come from, like, an MMO, like, almost like... I mean, it's almost like a live service type game. You know, those MMOs, like, they're constantly getting the updates. That, to me, is definitely a good sign. They're going to keep patching this. They're going to keep optimizing and all that stuff. Visually, that's one of the least important thing for me. There's just a few little quality of life things I'd like to see. Mostly just for the fact that I want the community, I want this game to succeed, and I want the community to be able to enjoy it and appreciate it. I don't know how much they're going to be able to do that if it's not a little bit more accessible. It's just like I said months ago. It's gonna if they deliver like an MMO and it's like Where Winds Meet, it's gonna fall off. The novelty of all the things you can do is gonna wear off because I mean, after jumping off cliffs so many times and saving sheep so many times, like it's gonna get old, right? So you have to continue delivering content in a way that's meaningful. And if you can't do that, then it's gonna fall off and it's gonna be too much content and you're just gonna want to beeline the main quest. And that's you're gonna see a lot of that. I'm not playing on PC, Luke. I don't even play anything on PC. I don't even have a PC. I have a laptop, which is why I do everything YouTube-wise, which is why I'm always so scared that I'm like, I need to upgrade to a PC. This year, after May, I am upgrading to a PC because I need to be able to have like that peace of mind that my laptop isn't going to blow up, because I am a full-time creator. So the moment that happens, I'm not making any money. And I get hungry. Did you play anything before release? I did not. I didn't get early access to this game. I am playing with everybody else. I didn't get a key or anything. Didn't even reach out though, honestly. But no, I did get other keys while I was out though. Shockingly, I got a key for Grime 2 and some other games, which is pretty fun. Something from Tainted Grail Team as well too. I don't remember what it was, but all good things. But no, I didn't. I wanted to either get an early review key on this, which I didn't get, or just play it right when it came out with everybody else. So, investigate the suspicious cave. PS5 base. Tolu over on TikTok says it's just so slow in the first hours. Only if you want it to be. I mean, it is trying to introduce you to all the complex mechanics, so that's something that we should appreciate, because you can go off and do whatever you want, honestly. But it's only slow if you take it, you know, with the, you know, main quest kind of thing. Right now I'm doing all the little side quests just for the sake of. Mondays when I'm going to hit the main quest pretty hard. But it's definitely the pace you want it to be. I think that if it was just like too much, then it'd be overwhelming and everybody's like, oh my gosh, it introduces too much at once. And that's why there's not as much combat emphasis here like you would normally see. Alright, let's go and see if we can interact with this junk. We let this bar kind of progress, and then we can hopefully read the memory. Investigate the auspicious cave. I'm just kidding. Suspicious. Looks okay. I see a video and it looks bad, but yours is okay. Yeah, I mean, this is decent. It's definitely pretty decent. I was talking about the visuals a bit and thinking that in general, I feel like they're a bit flat. Definitely not the end of the world though, but definitely a bit flat for me. That's so cool. Just kicked it. You know, I was thinking about some of the games that it reminds me of more than anything as well, and I would say like Dragon's Dogma 2 and Where Winds Meet are the closest. Like, actually, it's like almost like a perfect mix of those two, in my opinion. All right, and I wish this was just a little bit more intuitive. Like, I'm in the cave. I saw this idiot. Yeah, because it's I have the lanterns, you know, emanating light. So I know that I have to do something. Now it says read the memory. Okay, so now it says it. So what we do is we go to our armor. Here, play, go to Hernan, and then we're going to look at the layer of animal thieves, and this should play out the sequence right now. Marcus over on YouTube says, unarmed and ranged with bows does become very powerful. Yeah, I wanted to do both, in fact. My goal was to do unarmed, or actually on my notes, I say ranged only, question mark, fist only, question mark, no leveling, question mark. But I really don't want to do a challenge run anymore. I just want to kind of just play the game as intended, just for the sake of, I can finish it and not add it to a backlog. And then we have April and May to do whatever we want. Because there's not a lot of releases unless they, you know, shadow launch some of the games I'm interested in. But yeah, unarmed definitely was something that from the beginning seemed very fun. As opposed to pressing the shoulder buttons, you're pressing like triangle primarily, which did seem interesting. And then the bows, the only thing I don't like about the bow or range is you do have to purchase the projectiles. And I didn't feel like having to do that or craft them all the time, because the crafting, I don't think you can just do on the fly. You do have to be at a station. So I was like, you know what? No challenge run. We're just going to play the damn game. We're going to play the damn game like normal, even though it pains me to do so. Corey Mail over on TikTok says 2 reviewers said the bosses are tougher than Dark Souls. That's why I haven't bought it yet. But remember, those are reviewers, so they're not gamers. They write fictitious stories and accounts of games that other people play. And when it comes down to like Dark Souls difficulty and things like that, it's really just relative, right? You've seen the challenge runs where you can do it, you know, fists only, this only, whatever only, right? So the difficulty of the bosses is really up to how well you prepare. Are you going to go in blind and rush the bosses and be under-leveled and just die repeatedly because you're trying to rush to get a review out? Oh, okay, well then, yeah, they're going to be hard. If you're playing the game as you're supposed to, as any RPG, you're doing side quests, leveling up, finding special gear, learning new abilities, and then facing off with the main quest type bosses, well, you're going to be better equipped, right? So difficulty is relative. Difficulty is always relative. So whenever they talk about Souls-like difficulty, to me, that doesn't really mean anything. This means, are you prepared? Are you knowledgeable? Are you willing to be patient and learn the boss fight? If not, then no. And this is not a Souls-like by any means, so you can't confuse the two genres. This is just a kind of open world action RPG. It is not a hardcore action RPG, which was what a Souls-like would be. But this is not a Souls-like. So any references to like difficulty of that it wouldn't really make much sense, because you can always restart immediately. You can revive. There's no like tough windows of attacks, and you can dodge and, you know, all that stuff. You can parry really easily. So it's nothing like a Souls game in my opinion. You can go into boss fights with unlimited heals by cooking heals, etc. Absolutely. So when you cook certain meals, they have heal over time and things like that. So I mean, you can almost outpace some of the damage if you go in. And not only that, but you can always consume like with just the tap of a button. So definitely not a Souls-like in any regard. It's all about preparation and knowledge, just like any game, honestly, even Souls-likes. But in particular, this kind of game is not going to be, the challenge is going to be like, are you just rushing? And if so, yeah, it's going to be hard. Reviewers are going to have a harder time because they are trying to beat the game or get as much of the game complete as possible and then write a story about it. That's not necessarily what the average gamer is going to be doing. So in my opinion, their views are often skewed. And of course, it's more, you get more engagement if you say the game sucks, right? You just rage bait. Good to know. Maybe I'll start playing this weekend. Yeah, for sure, man. And I'm not, just so you know, my delivery might not be the best, but I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying, like, don't always trust what you hear. Unfortunately, you have to do more research than just that. Because if you just say, oh, I got to trust what I hear or whatever, because this is a credible source, like, always fact check, my friend. That's just a life skill. But in general, when it comes to these types of things, like, it's more profitable for them to say a great game sucks anyways, or to compare it to something like Souls-like, because that's all the rave, you know? This is nothing like a Souls title at all. Not at all. And if you've played Dragon's Dogma or Where Winds Meet, you'll know it's much more akin to those types of games than it is like a Souls-like. So there is nothing Souls-like about this experience at all. Very, very different experience. Not only in the delivery, but the setting and the everything is very different. Even the feel of it, right? So hopefully that helps you make your decision, but I think it's okay. I think it's a very, like, it's 7 out of 10 for me. It's definitely not like a game that I'm like, I have to play this. I'm going to finish it. I'd like to finish it. I may or may not, but I'd like to finish it. That way we can have April and May to do whatever we want, but we'll see. I am enjoying it. Dragon's Dogma 2 was tons of fun, by the way, and I did enjoy that a lot. And Where Winds Meet as well. So this game to me is like a mix of both of those. Let me read. I got a bunch of chat coming in. Marcus over on YouTube says, now, sir, riddle me this. Did you sort your controller out? I've been spending time with I've been like with my family like this whole spring break. I have not even done anything regarding work until yesterday evening when I did the first stream of this. But I have been looking up those little servos or whatever. There's like little cubes you can get. And it's the cube that's pretty much inside. You probably know better than I do, but there's like a little cube and there's like a sensor thing. I want to figure out how to do that. Ideally, because that would be much more cost effective than buying a new controller like every 9 months or 6 to 9 months, which is super annoying. So I'm looking into that. And then That's really all, man. I've been really focused on also because right here, like in this particular game, the sensitivity is so low because you have a lot of weight to your character. Like you don't move automatically. Like in Code Vein, I'm moving all over the place. In Neo, I was starting to move a little bit, but like in this game, you're so weighted, like you're not gonna move, you know. So which is pretty nice. So it kind of allows me to continue using it without any issue. But it's just a means for me to at least I can hold it off and focus on other things. Because right now I have the 10-year anniversary for my lore channel coming out on the 22nd. I have the 6-year anniversary for this channel coming out on the 31st. So I want to do some special things for that, but time is running out. So I don't know necessarily what I'm going to do for the 22nd for my main channel, which really sucks because that's a really special channel to me. But I know for this channel, we're going to do a 6-hour stream celebrating the 6-year anniversary. And, you know, we'll be going through that and playing together. It'll be a bunch of community type stuff we can do together. But no, I haven't really done anything. This last like 4 or 5 days, I was just like, no work. I was just spending time, and we went on a little road trip, and that was really nice. But yeah, it's just been nice to kind of unplug, literally, for a bit. But no, I haven't sorted that out yet, because I was looking at the pieces, and you can buy bulk pieces for a lot cheaper than I could a new controller. My only concern is that if I'd have to experiment on not my only controller that works, but I'd have to experiment on some of my previous controllers, like the one I got in the very beginning, or the replacement controller I got from after that. So I'd have to try to experiment with that, but I don't know. I'm at the point where also, like, I gotta be really smart with my purchases.
Some sort of boulder that fell out of the sky.
My goal is to figure out really, like, I'd like to always have at least 2 controllers, one for streaming, one for like recording, because the difference in play, right? The one I have to use every day, one I don't. But I also need to start kind of planning for upgrading the PC. So in May, May is like the month of everybody's birthdays and stuff. So my birthday, my wife's birthday, all that. So that's a really big milestones we're hitting there. So I'm trying to like make sure I obviously account for that, and then hopefully June, July of the summer, really start looking to upgrade the PC. But we'll see. There's just so many things. It's so funny, but all the little details sometimes add up in like a funny way. Not like, oh my gosh, like, oh, it's over. It's like, I just lots to keep up with. Is that my horse? It is. Ben says, are you on PS5 Pro? I am not. I'm on PS5 Scrub Edition. OG Edition. Luke says, I need a heat gun to replace them. Oh, okay. See, so there's be even more tools. So it's probably very likely that it's best to just get the replacement controller, and then in the future work towards a long-term solution of replacing and fixing them, honestly. But Luke says, I found a shop that replaces them for $20. The shops here, you have to spend more just to get the controller fixed than a new controller. Marcus and Susanna, thank you for the Ko-fi. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you. It comes in so weird on my thingy. I get all the emails when I look at those and I can see. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marcus and Susanna. Much love to you guys. You guys are always just taking care of me. But yeah, I think that it would be best to definitely do a new controller, and then long-term solution, if it's going to require all these different things, definitely think about, you know, obviously trying to get a long-term solution of being able to repair. Thank you so much, Marcus. Like, golly. Thank you so much, man. Much love to you, my brother. Like, for real. Marcus says, for the love of God, mate, please buy a new DualSense. Just co-feed you the money. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, gosh. I appreciate you, Marcus. Like, you guys are just so freaking, like, giving and supportive. I could never ask for more than what you guys do and give. My gosh, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I will do it. You don't have time to be messing about fixing controllers. That's very true. That's another skill I'd have to learn. I got to the point where I was trying to do like consoles. I could do retro consoles, but anything beyond that. Oh, Marcus, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. But like Marcus is saying, very true in that regard. Like, honestly, we got to find ways to make it make sense, you know? Like, okay, I need to go back. So I'm going to go, let's go here. Okay, and then cross the bridge. Yeah, I mean, I have to have like at least an inventory of controllers that way I can use regularly, and then go for things like, okay, how do we long-term have like a nice solution where I'm not having to buy a controller every few months, you know? Because this one lasted like 9 months, I think. Maybe a little more. I'm trying to remember. I had to look back at when I first started having issues, but Marcus actually suggested that I go back because there was an issue that it was like a faulty kind of manufacturing type thing, and that was really nice because like, yes, I got that one then free, so I bought myself a few extra months, which was really nice. Thanks to Marcus's suggestion, because I would have been like, okay, I gotta get a new controller, not knowing, you know. But knowledge is power. Marcus, man, thank you so much. All right, I will get a controller. I will get one. I'll get one this weekend, in fact. That way we can have that all squared away. But this one is actually fine for this, fortunately. But if there's a game with higher sensitivity, it'd be an issue again. So thank you so much. Okay, we're going to Unicorn Cliff. Cliff is my name, by the way. Thank you so much, Marcus, man. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you so much. The Moronizer, what's going on? Moronizer says, hey, Inhuman, hope you're doing well. Absolutely. How are you doing? Playing Crimson Desert, having a good time with it. Honestly, I don't understand the hate, but I do see why people could get frustrated with it or whatever. But it's just a lack of patience and lack of people trying to get, you know, immerse themselves in the story. A lot of people complain, oh, it's too slow, too clunky. But you gotta, this is a game where you give yourself time. If you're not willing to immerse yourself fully in the game, you will not enjoy it. Okay, red dot means bandits. Okay, let's kill these guys real quick. Then I'll catch up on chat. I kind of just really put myself in a bad position there. I love how they mix like actual like judo and things like that, and then with the sword play, that's really nice. You don't see a lot of that. Marcus says you don't have time to be messing about fixing it. Yeah, it's very true. Rob's over on YouTube says, hi buddy, are you enjoying? I am enjoying the game. Like I said, it's a strong 7 out of 10 for me. Like I am enjoying it. It's just it's a lot of game, and that's a good thing. But I think that a lot of people aren't going to enjoy it, and I think that because the way they kind of handled the accessibility of it, like people are going to be like, oh, it's too much, it's too complex, and you know, and you're going to see a lot of that. Unfortunately, I think it's a good game though. I think it's decent. I'm not addicted though or anything just yet. You know, like I really thought that I was going to be like, oh my gosh, am I going to want to put this down? But I haven't really had that feeling yet, which is unfortunate. Like I was really hoping I was just going to be like enthralled with this game, but I'm not. And that kind of sucks because I was hoping to really be hooked. Marcus says, even if you fix, may still be wanky, so just buy a new one. Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, hold on, this is bad. No, the poor people. What do I do? Yeah, very true, Marcus. I sometimes I try and be stubborn and like, I don't know. I always got to try to be as careful with purchases and things like that, especially when things coming up. But nah, it's about time. I got to just invest. Like I have to have good controllers, you know. DualSense is generation 6 now, so they get better. Okay, DualSense. I know about controllers. Oh yes. You are like the controller king. I know that for a fact, especially when it comes to Xbox. But you know controllers in general, so your advice is heated.
I'm certain they were after our healer.
Is anyone inside?
There's still someone in there.
Marcus says, Rocks, Dragon's Dogma 2 is a great game, mate. And no, Inhuman, I don't get money from Capcom. No kickbacks from Capcom, I see. Not yet. Not yet, anyways. That's hilarious.
Please, won't you help us?
Yeah, you do know about controllers, so DualSense.
No, you fool.
DualSense is now generation 6, okay. I might have to message you just to make sure I'm getting the right thing then.
We should have just given it away.
I know DualShock was PS4, DualSense is PS4. Okay, then I got a little confused. Okay. So I need to get the, obviously, just a standard. I didn't know they're in like different generations of like, you know, creation. Oh no, what do I do? Okay, I have like time, a minute and a half or so to do this. Can we just Get out of my way. Okay. Get out of here. I need the human. Where's the human? I got a damaged bow. Where the hell? I don't get it. Oh no! Oh, this is so bad. Okay. Come on. Come on! Oh, that's terrible. He was literally just getting all crispy. DualSense is the standard controller for PS5. Okay, just making sure. I got confused because I was like, wait, DualShock is PS4, DualSense PS5. Yeah, I remember that now. Just had a little brain malfunction there. They sell a fancy blue now. I really got, like, I did not realize how much I would like this one. This one's really nice. Originally, of course, I had the white controller that came with the console. My favorite colors are black and red, so I then got a black controller, which was kind of because it was cool, because I enjoyed, like, the PS4 was, you know, all those were typically like either black or whatever color, so I got one of those. And then I got another black controller a while back. I mean, this was like, again, we're talking about from the time I've had the controller. That one died really, really fast. The left stick, anyways. And then I got this one, or the same type of this one. Had to replace it, like, I don't know how, it was either weeks or months, right? Whenever you were helping me with it. And then boom, now I've had this one, and it's just starting to get a little bit of that wiggle. The wiggle. Lots of colors, you'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, they do have some nice ones. I really do like the white, but I wear my rings all the time, so it does tend to scuff them up, which that drives me nuts, but at the same time it's like, well, gotta represent the wife. Gotta make sure everyone knows. Let's see, rescue the kidnapped healer. But I love the different designs for the controllers for sure. There's a bunch of neat colors. Okay, is this Herspia? It is. Lots of colors, you'll be fine. A fancy blue, you say? They have a galaxy purple. They have all kinds. You know, funny enough is I don't even really like the red one. As much as I love red as, you know, the color in general. Oh gosh, those guys are just running around. I actually don't like the red controllers. I need to go this way. Jeez, man. Okay. So I need to go back and then down. Yeah, they have tons of colors. The ones I've enjoyed the most have been... I like the white, but it does get dirty pretty easily. But I have like the black and the this like silver, like gunmetal, whatever it is. Looks cool. Speak with Shy. Who wants to chat? Hi, little.
What's going on?
It's a good story.
Oh.
You do well to listen till the end. I came all the way from Jijung Temple, if you can believe it, seeking a precious mushroom that grows.
Jijung Temple's probably going to be end of the game.
All I found was thick, choking smoke. As I turned to leave, it hit me. It was not the smoke that troubled me.
Oh, he's like a little monk or something. Very wise, young one. He's like the monumental from Demon Souls.
You journey on. Keep your heart clear, and do not let greed cloud your gaze.
Interesting. He is a monk. Okay. Oh, cute kid. He's like over here being all wise and stuff. We need to go. Okay, we have knowledge of the Jijung Temple. We need to know where it's at. And what do you do?
Not the finest goods you'll find, but they'll serve you well enough.
Let's take a look.
I know good stone when I see it.
I like to see what they have. Also, things that are like, they have question marks, you can actually learn about them. It just increases your knowledge of the items, and then now you have like an entry for them. Ooh, salt. But thanks once again, Marcus. I really appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you. I'll go ahead and get the damn controller. But I like to just like, well, if I can wait, you know. I tried to avoid making a purchase if I can, just because there's always so many other things coming up, you know. All right, so you can always purchase ore, and then you can purchase arrows. So there's tons of things here. Actually, I don't know how many arrows I can hold, but I would like to. It's only 40. Yeah, that's fine. That's cheap. You can probably hold 99, but you may be able to hold even more. And then what can we sell? My gosh, we're getting kind of full on this, aren't we? Crafting material. We do need to sell some of these. My gosh. The only thing is, I wish I knew where my my storage was, man. So we have several of these masks. They're worth 10, but unfortunately I can only sell them for 2. Don't wait, bye. Marcus says, Susanna says hi and sends love. Hi, Susanna. How are you doing? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. This gives me attack +1 as well. Look at that. That's pretty valuable. Hope you're doing great. I'm just trying to figure out my life right here. Let's see. You know, I don't even know if I'm going to be using ore and stuff like that. I'm sure eventually I'll want to upgrade, but I feel like my inventory is getting crazy, like heavy, or, you know, I'm getting kind of close. These butterflies are really neat too. Man, there's just so many different things. I'm going to need to start using these heals a little bit more. All right, so that's fine. Well, this is all we do. Lucky charm. My lucky charms. Maybe I can put this on now. Lovely. And it looks like we can wear glasses, maybe some earrings, and then some sort of mask as well. It could potentially even, it could be this, right? Yeah. There you go. So I got that out of the inventory now. Lovely. All right, cool. Now, the only thing I need to figure out is where my storage is, and that's something I'm probably going to end up looking up, honestly, because I have no clue where that's been. Hello, little strangers. Well, you guys just ran into me. Marcus says, yes, getting back to normal after the adventure. Yeah, can only imagine, man. I was worried when I was like, what the heck is going on? Yeah, I was like, I had no clue, man. I'm whistling. Where's Herspia? There she is. Come here. Now what we need to do is continue working our way around this path here. You know, Tainted Grail has some pretty awesome they have another DLC that came out, and they've announced a third that they're coming out with as well. And I'm just like, man, that's a game that I never got to complete, but it was such a great game. It was such a hidden gem to me, honestly. There's some bandits beyond, right next to us, actually. But yeah, that was a really fun game. But they now have 2 DLCs, and they've announced a third as a kind of like a surprise. All right, we're gotta get off this horse then. Lovely. So this is interesting because it's like you'd think it'd be like a temple, but, or maybe like a puzzle or something. Let's get in here. There is no storage. You have to carry everything. Really? So in the very beginning, when I started, before I went to Hernand, there was a tent that I was in. And from there was a chest on the bottom right, and it said storage. And it had like this massive amount of storage. It was like 200 and something. And it said that, hey, every time, like, if you kill bandits and things like that, it'll go directly to there. And I don't remember how to get to that tent. It's a tent in the very beginning of the game. And honestly, I didn't open my map any. So even if I went back to my first stream, I probably wouldn't be able to find it. But it was before I entered the town of Hernand. And it was a little white tent. And it says, oh, here's like your temporary lodgings or something like that. I was like, Okay, why'd that just fall down? Very interesting. So I could be mistaken, but it was my understanding that that was a semi-storage for me, you know? Because I'm concerned if I claim my DLC items now, it's like too much. Like I don't have the means to hold all those things unless I had a storage. So I didn't want to even try until I can find the storage, obviously. But oh, that looks important. This should be an abyss thingy.
Our connection isn't complete yet. May wisdom guide your path.
Saying it can't be purified yet. You must encounter a certain person to start the purification. Oh my God. Find that. Okay, so this is quest related, obviously. So there's no storage. You have to carry everything. Hence why you should be doing all the side quests, which makes tons of sense, honestly. That makes sense. That's just unfortunate. Ah, okay. It will be addressed in upcoming patches, I believe. Yeah, so I mean, like, if I were to... Ooh, no. If I were to claim my DLC goodies right now, like, I wouldn't even have enough room to carry them all. And I want to wear them, obviously, but that means I can't. Alright. This isn't helping. How do I get through here, then? Interesting. See if we can get up and around, maybe. I keep breaking stuff. I don't know how I'm doing that, but... They did increase the amount you can carry, though. Okay, and nice. The hell is that? Huh. I don't know what that was. I saw a flying pot and destroyed it. So the FBI says they're going to patch it today. Thank you so much for that information. The first good bit of information I've received from that institution, by the way. Papa OP says, I just left my house and went to multiple stores and couldn't find it in stock. Is it that good? I mean, the art, it just looks cool. So again, all you need to do is go into your inventory. I mean, open up your pause menu, go to others, come down to options in the sub menu, go to add-ons, and then this is what you get. You get a shield, which shields are for sissies. And then you get the deluxe pack, which is this Kairos like gold plated armor with a cool looking wolf shield from like Witcher. And your horse gets some armor. And then if you're on the PS5, you get the Grot event stuff, which is just more armor. Looks pretty cool, but I mean, again, I don't want to wear it if it's all refined to level 3, so that's good. But I don't want to, you know, get to the point where it's like I'm maxed out. Because if you look at my inventory as it is, I think I only have like 30 spaces, so I mean, I have to get rid of a lot of this stuff. Just need to sell. You can, but you'll have to sell stuff and manage it. Indeed. FBI says, I saw it before work. It was an update. Nice. Yeah, there's been at least 2 patches already. That's cool. I wish I could use that to, like, Spider-Man ups things. Let me see. I'm going to try it.
Just take him.
Oh, what? What? Where did you guys even come from? Stop punching me, you little demons. Horn splitter. Come here, buddy. He threw me.
Must you drag this out? Maggots will thrive upon your flesh.
Well, they're gonna eat good tonight, then.
A bowl of broth is more fight than you.
You talk so much trash. There's your bowl of broth right there. Shields for sissies. Yeah. Exactly. Shields are for sissies. Unless you parry all the time, like I do. That's how a real man uses a shield. You parry. But if you're just turtling up and ugh. I do not like a turtle. What's wrong with me? Oh. Am I like in a thorn bush or something? Hiya! Camera during combat, I mean, you can move it however you want, but I can never get it positioned in a good area because I'm typically surrounded by enemies, so it's just very kind of weird. Alright, so we could sell all this junk at some point. So they're poor, and they just have axes. Battered fish. Claim one and see. Nah, I'm not going to because I think you have to claim everything at once, and I'm really weird about like hoarding things in games. So I'm like, ugh, I don't want to like be afraid to like, I may not be able to have all the items together, equip them all, or put them in storage. I'm the kind of guy I'm like, yes, I'll spend that 10 extra bucks and I'll never wear it. I'll keep it safely in my storage. Marcus says they will be patching like mad as they had to live up to the hype. Hence why they will let this game simmer for now. But they'll also be working on builds, etc. Yeah. That's why you're going to wait on it. Yeah, it's going to be, I think it'll end up being a fantastic game. Like, what was the, so it was so funny because the time that took for them to turn around was shocking. And this was, Code Vein 2 came out and it was very flawed at launch. They then heard all the complaints. They launched a poll for the players and that ended up enhancing the gameplay experience so much because they fixed things like the fluidity of the combat, the dodge timing, the hyper armor for enemies, and it just completely made it feel like a different game. And it was really nice because I was like, wow, they listened. By then, a lot of people had already like platinumed the game, or a lot of the hardcore fans had already done all that. But for someone like me, that I was like, okay, I'm gonna take some time away from it. It was really nice to come back and the game feels like a proper, like the combat feels proper. Like it's not such a difficult thing to be having an encounter and like you're striking and then dodging. It's like a strike, dodge, strike. It's more dynamic, right? It made it feel like it was just so dated. But they have improved that game significantly just with little patches. So something like this, a game of this kind of like this amount of content or whatever else you want to say, this is going to be a game that they can optimize to the nines. And I think they will. It's not ever going to be a lack of content that's the problem, though. I think it's the delivery of the content and how accessible they make the game. The less they make it like an MMO, and the more like a single-player experience, the better off it's going to be received. But yeah, I'm super happy about the fact that they're going to continue working on it, you know? It does need a little work. I think it's great, but it needs a little bit of work for sure. It's not Game of Year contender or anything, you know? But it is definitely enjoyable and fun to play. But the combat is, again, it's very like Dragon's Dogma-y, but just maybe not even as like weighty in that regard. Because it's you know, you're slashing around like crazy, doing all these crazy combos, but you're not necessarily like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, it's very short-lived. You're like, oh man, I kind of want more, I guess. You know, you want more combat. So I think the boss fights and stuff like that are going to be like where it really shines. Yeah, they're going to be patching this thing like crazy, and I can't wait to see kind of how that continues to develop. I keep wanting to press square. Let's do triangles for fun. Yeah. I have used all of my toasted oats.
Please, cut me free.
Marcus over on YouTube says, also on March 26th, Mad Alley and the Vault of the Damned drops the new Vault Hunter cache. Ooh, oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff. And yes, working on a build. Gearsoft check on the way. Absolutely. You mentioned it. That's awesome. So cache is coming out pretty much next week. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Cache was one that I was really excited about, so I might just for fun pop in and create a new hunter just for him, a new file just for him.
Curse those damn gold leaves.
Gearsoft check.
Just gets under my skin.
That is too funny.
The tyrannical gold leaf branch master.
Is this a boss?
Shakatu was meant to lead the guild.
And they've done well, right, to develop the lore and all that. You have like these different factions and whatever else. So, I mean, it's worth getting into and listening to. Okay, cool. A Shacker 3, actually. Let's see. I've rented a Shacker 2 before. Make? No, I don't need to switch the material. That's the only material I have. This should free up some stuff. Bunch of veggies. You remember the cooking sequences in Dragon's Dogma? My gosh. I was salivating in real life every single time. So I'm assuming because you're doing a grilled version of it, it takes like 5 of the fruits versus just eating the one, but you get obviously more benefits. Eating was always very powerful, even in games like Dragon's Dogma, Monster Hunter, for example. Eating was like necessary and required in Monster Hunter. Alright. I love my little silly helmet. Yummy. That looks gross, but I'd eat it. Oh, it's a fruit. Okay, no, it looks good, actually. A grilled fruit? No, I like that. I didn't know what it was. I was like, it looks like a dried potato. So Cash is coming out, Borderlands 4 fans, next week on the 26th. That's pretty exciting. Should be some story content coming out as well, if I'm not mistaken. Might as well make all the rest of these. Marcus, this is a hard game for you to stream and read chat as it's so complex and so much going on. Yeah. Well, they talk every 5 seconds too, so the story's gonna, you know, obviously completely bypass me. But in terms of the actual gameplay and stuff, it's pretty fun. Like, once you learn the original, like the single command, it's like, oh, okay. So to do this, I have to press 3 buttons at once. Okay. And then you just knock it out. But the combat, you don't even, all you need to do is press R1 and R2 and you win. So far the game is not hard. But I do want to fight a boss. And what I'm trying to do, I'm going to go to Shaka 2 or whatever his name was. Kick his ass, hopefully. And if we do, that would be a great way to kind of showcase a boss fight. We fought Matthias, which was like a knight in a duel, and he was a humanoid enemy. He kept spamming the same attack though, so it wasn't really a good test of like the combat in the game. So I really would like to see what a proper boss fight feels like. And this looks important. See, like little things like this? Huh. It's nothing. We got another notice board here. Luke says, strange way to cook an egg. Chop up the egg and then put it all back together. These are just simple notices, so those are nothing. All right, let's go figure out the Shakatu thing. Marcus is also in the sense that so much to find in the first. Yeah, it's probably very dense in the first area. A lot of times, like even in Tainted Grill is a good example. Like they really front load the content in the first areas because that's where they know reviewers and players are going to mostly play. And then after a while, it dies down or dies off. And then it's like, okay, the content starts to dwindle as well. And it gets much more sparse. The density of the content, enemies, things you can do decreases significantly. And then you're just like, well, damn. Everything was great in the first area. It kind of got worse as the game progressed. I was thinking it was going to get better. And that's the problem Tainted Grill had before all the additional patches and the DLCs. Our Act 1 was just chock full of stuff, and then they started dying down significantly. So, Brock over on TikTok says, you play enough to rate this? Yeah, I would say it's a good 7 out of 10, honestly. Brock says, I've been itching to play it. I don't know why people hate it so much. There should be no hate. The hate is literally just ignorance, and it's rage baiting and just a way to get engagement for gaming journalists and content creators alike. Scum of the earth. And trust me, I am one. I just don't use such tactics. Why is everybody so nasty? They have such nasty mouths. Brock also says, should I play this on mouse and keyboard or controller? Oh, wow. I would say controller, but I have heard that the keyboard has a little bit more customization, so whatever you feel best, man. Honestly. I like controller for a more action-oriented kind of setting, and I don't play on PC at all, so. Stab him. Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I just pressed R1 like crazy there. But yeah, I'd say it's a good 7 out of 10 for sure. I'm trying to parry, but okay. Okay, buddy. He gets dazed. That's so cool. I got an idea. How about you put your sword down, you sissy? Who was this other guy? Brother, I'm just gonna wait until you have to parry you, and then I'm gonna kill you. Hit me, fool! Hiya!
My orders were that you be treated with respect.
Brock says, okay, sweet, I'll be getting on PC regardless. I don't know which one's better control-wise. Yeah, I think you have more customization options with mouse and keyboard, but I think if you want the more action-oriented kind of feel, you're going to want to go with the controller. But it's up to you, man. But thank you, that helps. Yeah, for sure. Marcus over on YouTube says, oh yes, Tainted Grail, my friend. Yes, been some good updates, like you said, but the game was when we first met, so to speak. Yeah. I mean, I thought the game was amazing. That game was when we first met. That's very, very awesome game, and it was so much fun. Exploring that with you guys and your friends, and you're doing that little party or get together. That was awesome. Brock says over on TikTok, is it still something you see yourself playing a lot of, even with it being 7 out of 10? You know, I don't. I think I like the game. I'm enjoying it, but I do kind of want to. Okay, I thought this was going to be the project for the next few weeks. I would like to go ahead and honestly get through it, not in a rush kind of way, but I would like to get through it and then move on to different projects. This is a good game, but I mean, it's not anything new, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's like Where Winds Meet and Dragon's Dogma 2. It's got similarities, it's very strong similarities to both of them. And I enjoyed it. I am enjoying it, but it's not something that I'm like, I have to play. I don't know why, but it's not giving me that. It's not hooking me in. And that's unfortunate, but it's just not.
I see you need further persuasion.
No, I need the sword. Hold on.
An artifact, perhaps.
Give me the sword.
For its power is the root of all this chaos.
He's gonna lose interest. Yeah, wait for me, buddy. I pushed the sword too deep in this stupid thing. May I pick this thing up? Copper? I'm getting dizzy. Okay, Bolton sword. There you go. That's all I wanted to do. My God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, is it engaging enough to keep you wanting more? Not for me, but there is plenty of side quests and things like that. I want to see the boss fight, so I'm hoping that I get led to a boss fight. And that would be a way for me to, okay, yes, I want to fight the bosses because this right here just happened. So right now, like, I'm not like hooked at all, unfortunately, Brock. Luke over on YouTube says, still looking okay for the PS5. Yeah, I think it looks great. It could look better. It's a little flat for me, but I do think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna have a go at Warhammer. Nice, very nice.
Of course, I won't be leaving you empty-handed.
Brock over on TikTok says, that's a very fair take, and I appreciate it. For sure, yeah, I hope so. I mean, I'm not... I am a content creator for sure, but I'm not the one that's gonna... I'm not gonna say things just for the sake of engagement. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you know, it's very decent. It's a very decent game. It's not anything new, unfortunately, to the table. If you've played Where Winds Meet, it's gonna have the same amount of content, maybe the same complexity. If you play Dragon's Dogma, you're going to have the same amount of interactivity with things, and the combat will feel semi-similar, less weighty. It almost feels like a Dynasty Warriors type content as you're fighting multiple groups of enemies at once, but better, because Dynasty Warriors combat isn't my favorite, so to speak. Alright, so defeat Hornsplitter? Hell yeah. Why would you take me all the way over here? Let's go fight a boss. This should be our first boss encounter. But yeah, I do try and be fair in that regard. I mean, I understand how it's obviously more profitable to be, you know, loud and opinionated and whatever, but it's like, I don't know. I'd like to be as objective as I can and try and give you guys some proper knowledge and good information that you guys can use to make whatever decision you want, if you want to buy the game or not. I think it's a great game. I don't think it's Game of the Year material or anything, but it is fun. Very enjoyable. All right. Oh! I'm gonna do my, there you go. Focus palm. But it's not Souls-like or nothing like, you're not gonna have that level of like, oh man, that, you know, this is the hardest boss of my life kind of thing, unless you're going unprepared or you're just stubbornly not learning the mechanics and things like that, then yeah, you're probably gonna get your ass handed to you. As you should in any game. It doesn't have to be a Souls-like for you to die, you know? Alright, I think most of those dudes are dead. Little things like that annoy me, same. Me not being able to grab that silly thing, that was ridiculous. I don't know what just happened here. I think somebody's throwing grenades at me.
The youngsters here can't keep still. Wonder where they've wandered now. I hope they're not starving.
There's a bunch of little goblins or whatever. Okay, well that's not precisely where I need to go, but Marcus says, I think this is a game you play over a period of time. The patches will improve things. And if it's a slow burn game you come back to as like an MMO, which of course was intended to be. Yeah, I agree as well. But the only problem with that kind of gameplay style to me is like, I can't commit to something like that over a long period of time. Because the way I play things, like, and the manner in which I, you know, tie that to the content I create and stuff like that is like, I try and like gain a mastery of one single thing, and then you know, play it to the max, and then move on to the next thing, right? And going back and stuff like that, it's really hard for me to do, even from like a muscle memory kind of standpoint. Like I forget the controls. Where was I doing? What was I doing? How do I? Oh yeah, I forgot about this basic fundamental thing that I need to know about in the game. So it's like, it makes it very hard for me to do something like that, because a game like this does require some time commitment. Like Where Winds Meet, I had to drop because it was not only was it a massive game. I'm gonna kill you just because you're just here. Okay, are you bad? Are you good or bad, little man? You're just in the way. But because Where Winds Meet was so, you know, it required a huge time commitment, logging in every day, I can't commit to that. And then going back to a game like that is very difficult because you have to learn the complex menuing and control scheme. It's just something I can't do. So I'd much rather be able to focus and blitz like one game at a time, master it, gain a full mastery of it, and then give you guys the best content I can in that few weeks. Then be like, all right, over the next 6 months, I might, you know, I just, realistically, I can't do it. I'm not good enough to do that. I wish I had more skill and ability to, I just don't. Uh-oh. But I agree 100%, and that's how you would take this game. Everything needs a chance, just I agree. I played a complete, also a 500-hour game is no good for the time I play. Yeah. It's a big investment. And it's just hard for me because I have to move on, and then I do challenge runs and things like that, and you guys want to see me do those types of things, so it's like, it's hard to then go back to a game like this and be like, okay, I don't even remember how to do the basic stuff or how to navigate, and then it just is really frustrating as a viewer. I'd be like, dude, like, learn how to play the damn game. Like, as a viewer, I think a lot from that perspective, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't like to watch me struggle through the game after I was really, really good at it, and I suck 3 months later, you know? I don't know. I could be a little more harsh on myself, I suppose, though. You call me a panda? Hiya! You can parry, so that's good. What the balls? Oh, I need a heal. Okay, let's do that. So I'm fighting this old guy. Looks like Gollum, by the way. He just went right through that. Okay. I'm trying to do my best to actually do that triangle kick thing, but I can't even get it to work. That's fine. Okay, let's just fight now. I think I'm dead. I'll just revive. Yeah, I agree. Everything does need a chance to shine, and I think that the best thing to do is, like, if you're not enjoying it, just put it down or step away from it. If you're enjoying it, then dive in fully, you know? But it's always up to your guys' opinions. I think this is a very decent game, but I'm just not, like, I was really hoping I'd be hooked on it, and I'm not, unfortunately, but I am enjoying it. I gotta see, like, what other things would be more pressing, though. If not, then yeah, we stick with this for a little bit, but we do have April and May that are pretty much free until the Relic, the First Guardian, comes out. I have a few things and personal projects that I want to complete in a certain time frame because of certain events happening. Like launches coming out, things that I may not be able to announce, things like that that I might have a little bit of knowledge on. So it's like I want to get some stuff done in anticipation for those things. So I don't think I can dodge or parry those ranged attacks or projectiles. I'm totally gonna take that power from you. Obviously, I'm gonna have to parry his ass to death then. I was trying to do fun stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna keep dying. Alright, so we're gonna learn kind of his moveset a little bit better, and then we're gonna go all in. The minute I looked at menus and where wins me, I stopped playing. Yeah, the menus were pretty extensive, but I was so hooked on it for like the first few days. Actually, the first like few weeks or so. And I was playing on the harder difficulty. It was tons of fun. Yeah, if on keyboard, it'd probably be a little bit less daunting. Yeah, I agree. This is like PlayStation 2. Oh, the nostalgia. Plus, it's a little dizzying. Alright, let's fight this dude, shall we?
You lost your war, Northlander. For daring to stand before me, you will now lose your life.
You look like Gollum. That's a 4-hit combo. Brother. The ball. Can't see anything. How is this old dude doing all this? What am I fighting right now? Okay, nothing. Oh, I just hit the neighbor. I'm so sorry. I hit the little goblin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm in the battlefield. Don't you tell me what to do. A skill has been learned. Evasive roll. Okay, cool. I've been wanting to do that. That's awesome. Cool how you learn the abilities in combat too. It's kind of neat. Alright, brother. How about not? No! I couldn't tell who the hell I was, where I was, why I was. I mean, what? Looks strange how the break bar builds up and not down. Drugs. Yes. Drugs will destroy your brain. Say no to drugs. Let's try this again, shall we? I wonder if it saves.
You lost your war, Northlander. For daring to stand before me, you will now lose your life.
Like, I don't think I think it like auto saves beforehand. So like, say for example, I have 2 eggs. I'm gonna have those 2 eggs again. Interesting. Maybe not. Could be completely wrong. He doesn't like that punch, by the way. Keeps dodging. Marcus says to beat this tosser, sword and shield is best, parry, etc. But shields for sissy. I don't mind using a shield for parrying. Using a shield to block, and I don't like that. Using a shield to parry, chef's kiss. You get all gear back when you die. That's awesome. I noticed that because it keeps going back to the one egg. It keeps going back to that one egg. So I'm like, oh, cool. That's good. This is good. This is all good information too. So it's not like a Souls. Like you could have 99 heals coming in, and then you like use 100 or use 50 of them, and then you come back and you still have 99 heals. All right, we're gonna parry this fool. All right, let me actually focus for a bit. Let me see. I don't like that move. That move actually makes me upset. Actually upsets me. There's certain things I can't parry as well. I'm Let's see here. Like I can't parry that, for example. It's like this little combo you can parry, but I missed all my timing, of course. I hate this angle, by the way, the camera angle. Not my fave. Wish there was a locked camera angle, but it spins around, and that's pretty disorienting. Lovely. Yeah, you get all your gear back when you die. It looks like it. Definitely don't want to do the revive yet because I'm sucking. Really, the thing I'm having the most trouble with is orienting myself whenever, like, the camera, I can move the camera so freely. It's almost to my detriment. But we're gonna have to parry like we were in the first few fights.
You lost your war, Northlander. For daring to stand before me, you will now lose your life.
And that's a really good attack, by the way. When he moves back like that, that's so annoying. Get punched. I learned it. I was trying to get hit so I could see how it worked. I am in the circle, dude, bro. I hate that it tells me I'm out of the arena. Oh, now you're over there, loser boy? Kill the little goblin. Smeagol. There you go. Again. Again. Oh, okay, never mind. Yikes, that was pretty brutal. Luke says, I thought that also another game where the biggest enemy is the camera. Yes. Oh my gosh. They said, look, we're tired of being oppressed by you. I'm the king now. Marcus says, this is a problem trying to beeline the game because you really have to wander about and learn skills and get abyss artifacts. Yes. I haven't even learned any new skills. In fact, aside from the ones that I've observed, I've just done stamina because I was just so out of stamina. Oh, GG's Lark. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Marcus. Gotta get that GG's Lark going. GG's. I love it. It's so funny when you say it. But yeah, no, it was inevitable. I'm not gonna, I will beat them for sure. There's no doubt. But it's just more so, you know, it said learn the dodge, but it almost seemed like it says when you are taking damage, dodge, and maybe that creates that mist effect, because that was what was happening with the enemy I was just fighting. So I don't know, little things like that. Those are details you have to pay attention to, but it seems like moment of impact, you initiate the dodge, then you have the iframes. Versus otherwise you do, you know, the standard ugly roll that I was doing that was really slow and getting me still hit. But either way, that was cool. That was a first like proper boss. I like that. Good fight. Parry is obviously the way to go there. Whenever he's charging up a big strike, you use your focus palm and interrupt him, and then build up that stagger meter, just knock him out. So not too bad. But once I truly focus, okay, you see the openings and all that a little bit better.
Deepest thanks for putting an end to the horn splitter.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
With your help, the gold leaves will reclaim the trust he cost us.
So now are you guys like cool merchants for me?
Will at long last
Special merchants?
the guild hopes that our alliance holds strong.
Indeed.
Listen to me prattling on.
Indeed.
I have some information you've been waiting for. Someone calling himself a Greymane has been spotted in the alleys of Hernan.
Ungok, I bet. Unka.
Are you sure?
We are the Gold Leaves. We only deal in trustworthy information, there's no mistake. And once you've a place to call home, the guild will see you supplied.
Marcus says, have I mentioned Borderlands 4 has an update? Another check. Ching, cha-ching. I hear the cha-ching every time you mention B4. I actually hear it. Abyss gears are imbued with the energy of the Abyss. They only manifest their true power when slotted to an unlocked equipment socket. Okay, so we knew that they were going to have sockets for different weapons. Probably more of like the legendary type equipment, things like that. We don't have anything of that, you know, tier right now. So they improve your attributes or unlock new skills. So you can get, hey, plus, you know, plus stamina or plus spirit, maybe even plus health. Or they can unlock new skills, which would be like a new ability we can use. So during your adventures, keep an eye out for individuals who specialize in Abyss gears. All right. I am so nice to Hernandia, so give me all the contribution points. Thank you. There must be. I mean, there's no way that there's no freaking storage. I refuse to accept that. A sealed Abyss artifact literally would never have seen that. Kind of not just look down. So there's the benefits to having the immersion breaking like yellow tape for the gaming journalists and not, in my opinion. There's pros and cons. Like, I would have missed that. And I don't have good eyesight, so that's actually very difficult for me to see. What is this? That's tough. That's tough for me to see, you know? So it's like, you know that when they have these little altars, look at them, because you're going to have sealed Abyss artifacts. You then do a challenge to unlock it, and that's an Abyss artifact ready for your points. You can respec at any time as well. There's really nothing you need to worry about in that regard, so that's good. And I'm glad we beat our, you know, 2 bosses in this run. That was good. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at our map. I mean, they want me to keep going, but I mean, at the same time, I need some fast travel points, man. This is making it quite difficult for me to like navigate comfortably. I don't have like any fast travel points except for that one, which is like a ways off. The storage that we had, I swear it was here. But we went there and you guys said it wasn't. I don't remember. Was it here? Cartography. I came here and I crossed over, and then there was something, right? Damien's story. I love how like the map is fantastic. That is one thing they did really well. Oh goodness. Johannan over on TikTok says, "How's the game?" I think it's very decent. A good 7 out of 10 for me. A good strong 7 out of 10. Trading post. See, I just need the... I know there's a tent that I was at. I swear there's one around here. What is this? No, that's the contribution shop. See, like, before we entered Hernan, we had that little area. For the life of me, I can't find it. Elu says, I just started the game. Did you go to the sewer right away? I don't remember going to the sewer. Let's think. Sewer. Yes, and I got to talk to the beggar and all that stuff. Yep, that was awesome. Well, this is certainly nothing. Does anyone know where the storage is? Anybody, and all the TikTok folks, you guys at least have started the game too. I don't know where the my storage is anymore. It was like a tent in the very beginning, and now I just can't find it anymore. Ah, it could be here. It could be here. It says every delivered item is sent directly to the royal storage, so maybe it's here. Yeah, you would think chat would not. I mean, I'd imagine. I'm going to go here, though, and we're going to teleport. That's like my only fast travel point right now, so we're going to do that. We're going to go to that royal storage thing. Hopefully that's actually storage. If it is, that's fantastic. And we're just going to keep going from there. Oh no, Chat GPT, gross. I don't rely on that creepy AI stuff. It's going to take over the world. It'll be the end of the world. I'm just kidding. No, it's not even free anymore, by the way. And in Google is pretty worthless because all it does is pull up TikToks and YouTube videos, many of which are like not even correct. All right, so where was this royal storage? It's like literally around here. This. All right, I need to fly. Let's fly. Oh, I didn't mean to Spider-Man that. Let's see. Whee! I think stamina is definitely a good investment, man. There's some ore. Could probably mine the mess out of that. That looks special, too. It says I have it equipped. Why is the bird on me? Get off of me. I have to not touch anything. My bad. And then it'll say press triangle. But if I'm doing anything else... Come on, white crow. Please. She won't let me. It's annoying. Like, that is really annoying to me. I should literally just be able to be like, hey, bird, interact with the interact button. But she's wanting to land. I have to figure out how to, like, unequip this. You can't be in any comp. You have to have everything sheathed. And then there'll be a exclamation point above her head, and then I have to wait, hold L1, and then press triangle. It's like it's absurd. I'm not gonna wait for that crap, man. I've lost my patience already. You can unlock more storage by expanding inventory slots using bags. Yep, you can purchase bags from just about every merchant has small bags. You have medium bags that then increase by 3 as well. And I think those are great, but I would like a place to safely store things away from my person so I can just go crazy in a dungeon, pick up all the stuff, you know? Yep. Marcus said it right there. Small bags are 1. medium bags are 3. Yep, absolutely. That is 100% correct. And that's what we had been doing. Just by doing any side quest, like I strongly advise you to do, strongly suggest, that's going to be a great way to give you everything you need in terms of your inventory space while you're running around. Can you use your horse for storage? Not that I know of. I do believe... See, watch, Marcus. This is going to be our storage right here. I found it! I found it. So everybody that wants to know where it's at. Okay, so let me show everybody in the world. Make a video. Alright, so on your map, when you zoom in all the way in from Hernand, when you first arrive in Hernand, right outside the city gates, you're going to see this area called the Royal Storage or Royal Trading Post. When you go into this area, it's right to the left or northwest, I guess, of the actual Hernand city itself. There's going to be a few tents. You're going to go to this larger tent here, and on your mini-map, you're going to see there's going to be a chest. So I'm going to remove myself so you can see it just for a moment. Right there, you'll see the chest. That's your supply chest, and from there you can actually store things into it. And if anything, like say for example you clear out a bandit encampment and all the enemies kind of get cleared out in a cutscene, all of their goodies will be dropped into this supply chest. So what you do is you can just open it up and then you can move things over from your chest or your inventory to the supply chest. So there you have it. So we've got a few keys and things like that. So let's actually start dropping some things here. Whatever we can store, that we're going to go ahead and store. Apparently nothing is storable though, so that's awesome. You can't store anything. Never mind. You literally can't store anything. That is dumb. Nothing is storable. Oh, these are two-handed swords. Oh, that looks great. Sword of the Lord. Where did I get that? That was from that little goblin guy. Wow, okay, well that sucks. Let's go ahead and grab these things though. We can get some gold out of it. Take out. What a shame. So this is literally only for things that you miss then. You can't store things in here. It's a darn shame. Well, let's go sell some stuff then. I think they will add a storage place as this is a big issue. That's such a huge oversight. I think they're so used to having people buy things, like in Black Desert. Oh, buy storage, you know, kind of thing. But it's like, yeah, no, not in a single player game when you have 60 spaces of inventory. There are things that stack. There are stackable things, but unfortunately, yeah, that's not going to cut it, man. That's a shame.
May I help you, friend?
No, you may not. Yeah, you literally told me, and I was like, "There's got to." I remember seeing the supply box. I thought that was the same as storage, but you clearly stated in the beginning there was no storage. I misinterpreted that as the storage. Unfortunately, I was severely mistaken. I need to go sell some stuff then, because now I'm pissed. I'm gonna sell like everything, and I'm gonna use the Lord's sword. That's really annoying, by the way. Why would they? How could that be? Who quality checked this, man? Like, who would think that's okay? Who would be like, "Yep, that's what we need to do." That weapon looks amazing, by the way. Oh yeah, this looks cool. That would make me rich after if I use this. Okay. You sure did. You made it very clear. And I was like, I don't know. Because I remember seeing that particular post right there. That literally is just like a repository for things that if you just miss because you're playing the game and you're like, oh, I didn't pick it up and I liberated an encampment. That is ridiculous. That actually is a huge problem for me. Platforming aside, that's the biggest offense right there. This is where we start the game, by the way. Y'all shut up for a second. Let me not chat. I'm talking about those guys. I would never tell you guys to shut up. I was talking about those guys like, oh, Shakatu this, Shakatu that. It's like, shut up. Too much talking. All right, so let's get rid of like everything because now I'm pissed. Cannot sell these. Those are your revivals. That's pretty cool. You know what? I'm not going to be making stuff, so let's just be real here. Well, let me see if I can upgrade. Let me see. That's a pretty cool sword, honestly. But I'm gonna sell. Get the crystal out of the way. Damaged gear. I don't want damaged gear. I don't know why I can't sell this. Do I just have to use them somehow? Jerky. A Lambert axe. Get rid of that. I don't really want two-handed swords. Let's go see what we can do for refinement, and then we'll come back and take a look. That is such a shame that you cannot store things. It's literally just your inventory. I completely thought that was not the case. Storage is another reason I'll... Yeah, because I like to collect things, man. Like, if you're saying, no, that really is a problem for me. We'll keep increasing the power of this particular weapon, and then we'll see what else we can kind of get rid of. That's why I don't want to claim my DLC items, because if I do, then it's like, okay, I don't have a place to put them. And there's certain things you cannot sell. I mean, inventory management should not be anything we're having to deal with or struggle with, like, at all. There should be no reason for us to be struggling with inventory space. Because I want to wear my DLC stuff, but now I'm like afraid to. If I go ahead and claim it, I'm losing all that inventory space. It's pretty easy to get copper, and you just get the ore from iron ore from just killing bandits, and there's like hundreds of those, so nothing too fancy there. Things just getting stronger and stronger. I can't refine it any further because I lack materials. Okay, cool. And it starts taking abyss artifacts. So after a certain level of refinement, it does require abyss artifacts. That's pretty interesting. Which means they're probably very plentiful.
Stay and see what skill. Remember.
Cool. I have an awesome sword now, but let me sell the rest of my stuff to you, you crazy guy. Storage is a huge complaint, so it will be patched. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna target that as like a priority. Since I have these, I wonder. I mean, I don't want to sell these, but it shouldn't get rid of the quest, right? And of course, with the key items, you can't sell those. That's interesting. You get max health plus every few seconds you get minus health, huh? Attack speed. You could go crazy with the alchemical ingredients, I can only imagine. I bet those are going to be really good. Alright, well, we have like half of our inventory. That's fine. Can't sell some of these important items anyways. I wonder how many I can hold. That's another thing I want to test. Look, my strength comes from my sword and my awesome helmet. I love the rain effect, how it changes the color and gets damp. That's really nice. Alright, let's go see what these fools are talking about. Find a good stopping place. PS5 base, Mr. 9RTJB0. Hey, there's a proper crutch. I know you. What's up, brother? Marcus over on YouTube says, I can see you switching over to B4 to fill some new game drops. I have April and May to do whatever we want, because up until what is it, May 26th, we have the Relic the First Guardian, and one of the dumbest titles of a game. It's like Relic the First Guardian would make more sense, but it's called like the Relic First Guardian or the First Guardian Relic or something stupid like that. But I want to play that despite the dumb name. That's the end of May. I don't know when Mortal Shell 2 is coming out, but the beta is now open and no longer closed, so I'm not going to be really featuring that necessarily. I'll be featuring the game, but not the open beta because I don't have PC. Mortal Shell 2. Onimusha, Way of the Sword, is high priority for me. That will be prioritized above like pretty much all else. Then Lords of the Fallen 2. Beast of Reincarnation.
He's a generous man.
And then Phantom Blade 0. So those are the remaining 5 games that I'm going to be featuring for the year, but like that are going to take priority, you know, on the channel. But aside from that, we can kind of do whatever we want. Unfortunately, there's going to be games like this that we're just not necessarily like in love with, but I think it's great. It's a good game. It's a very good game, but it's just, I just wish that I was like, oh my gosh, I can't put it down. That's how I felt with Neo 3. That's how I felt with Borderlands 4. That's how I felt with a lot of these games. Like I just wanted to play the game and not stop playing the game. And this is a game that I am enjoying. But it's not a game that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't put it down. It's like, I don't feel like that just yet. The boss fight was fun. But even that wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is where it's at, you know? It's still really cool though. The boss fight was fantastic, but camera is something I just need to get used to myself. I'm trying to find a good stopping point. Marcus's cache looks very good. Good skill tree and some great skills. Oh, nice. I cannot wait to see the different red tree, green tree, blue tree. What are we going to do? I have no clue of what he's even capable of doing, but I kind of want to go Jacobs with him just off the top of my head, but because he is a cowboy. But I'm probably going to end up... I like to RP it a little bit and really play that role, but we'll see. All right, let's see what these guys are chatting about, and I'm gonna make some fish. I have some rainbow trout, and I'm gonna probably put some make some rice. Dude, I don't think I have gochujang paste anymore, so I'm gonna probably use garlic or chili garlic sauce and some rice and make some good lunch for us over here. I am starving, by the way. I haven't eaten. I didn't eat breakfast until 2 o'clock over here. I typically don't eat breakfast, by the way, but I am hungry.
As a token of my gratitude,
You've been over the skill tree? Nice, Marcus. I'm sure I'll be leaning towards you a bit in terms of what are the desirable skills. I love creating my own kind of thing, but typically it's fun to... I like to at least get some insight from people that truly know. There's something about creating your own build, though. It's just really nice. I love doing that.
Head to Howling Hill, just across the river. Marshal Midler should have everything ready for you.
Why do all of this for us?
Oh, there is value in having you as an ally.
It's a great honor.
Until we
It's a great honor. All right, thanks, Circus. Follow the soldier. All right, I gotta do that now. Can I get out? How do I get out of here? Nice. Oh, gosh, that's bright.
What do you want?
What do you want?
This way.
He really was trying to get my attention. He's like, hey!
Please. You're taking a huge weight off our shoulders.
All I'm doing is holding X's. Yeah, it's very nice. You just get to go along for the ride. We'll hear where he takes, you know, see him through, see where he takes us, hear him out, and then we'll we'll save. I can't believe I didn't save.
So it's the least I could do. Wish I could do more.
You could do more. You can give me some of that copper off your waist. Take some of that copper off you. Susanna says, hi, Mr. Inhuman, have pushed Marcus off. How are you? I hope you had a nice breakaway. Yeah, it was really nice, actually. We went on a little road trip, and it was just so nice to just, you know, be away from home and be able to just enjoy certain things like different restaurants and fun things away from home. You know, it was really nice to be able to do that. Got to get in the pool a few times, and it's just fun. It's nice to take a break. Even as much as I love what I do, it's really nice to not have to think about anything. I find that I'm always in my head, you know, more than I probably have more than I need to be, honestly. But I get in my head so much sometimes, but it's really nice to just take the time away. And not only that, but as much as I typically don't like driving, there's something about going on a road trip and having good music on or whatever. It's just so relaxing to me. So that guy's dramatic. He fell over for no reason. But yeah, it was awesome. It was a nice few days. I mean, it was probably, what, 4 or 5 days away, which is the most I've taken in quite some time. It's really rejuvenating in my opinion. But I hope you've been doing well as well. But yeah, I love taking those types of little road trips and breaks and things like that. It's just really nice to people just enjoy time with the family and just unplug.
Feels shameful saying so before the man who single-handedly took down the horn splitter.
I love these little horse rides. I know it's like really funny, but and it's simple, but this is how you get a lot of the exposition, a lot of like lore and things like that happening and backstory. And then it's just kind of relaxing in between the combat, in between all that. I can see how people would be like, oh, another horse ride. It's like, but you got to get to the area. You got to get to the location. And the NPCs are going to be the best way to get to those locations. So I don't know. I kind of enjoy this, especially when it looks so nice. Like this area, you see how there's more shading to it because the sun's starting to set and whatever. Like this looks nice to me. I like it. Doesn't look as flat. Like up off in the distance, a little more flat. So this, oh, that's good, Mr. Inhuman. You needed a break and refresh, no doubt. Better than Marcus's breakaway. Yeah, just a smidge. I think it was just a smidge more pleasant. No, but it is nice to get. I mean, even if you love, I love doing this. I could do this every day, but sometimes you're like, oh wow, it feels really nice to take a break. But when I'm here at home, like I'm constantly thinking, okay, if I'm not streaming, I'm writing a script, I'm writing outlines, I'm doing whatever for the, I'm trying to figure out how to continue to, you know, what I'm budgeting, I'm doing, you know, I'm doing whatever else. Like, it's a lot that I don't realize it's all in your head. You know, you get in your head a little bit too much sometimes. I know I do. I'm constantly thinking. But I need to just stick with the schedule, stick with the routine, and just have the most fun I can with it. You know? You only live once, after all.
Just a business arrangement.
Business arrangement, eh? Sounds like there's a story there. But I won't pry. Shakati must have an eye for good men as much as good deals. Marshal Midler's never looked lighter on his feet since things settled down.
Do you know what the marshals do?
Once we get to a good stopping point, though, I'll probably end up saving and then ending the stream here in a few moments or minutes, and then we'll pick it right back up tomorrow. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Monday, and we'll do Crimson Desert for the rest of that week, and then we'll kind of figure out what we want to do. We have a few big milestones we want to try and celebrate in some special ways. We have the 10-year anniversary for my lore channel on the 22nd. We have a 6-year anniversary for this channel on the 31st. So we're going to do some community events, have some fun, do some streams together with you guys, play some co-op games. So probably going to do something like, very realistically, probably Neo 3. Probably going to have some sort of Dark Souls type game in there, whether it be Bloodborne or whatever. And maybe even Elden Ring Night Rain. So that's not a game that I own yet, but it's super affordable. It's super cheap. So I'm probably going to pick that up this weekend, figure out how to play it, and then if there's enough people that want to play it, there'll be those 3 games that we feature. So 2 hours each, 2 hours on each game, and that way everybody kind of gets a little bit of what they want, and we can play each of those games together for a period of 2 hours at a time, jumping into then this whole 6-hour kind of stream we're going to do together. Susanna says it's important to get. Oh yeah, it is, and you forget because I mean honestly, sometimes I'm like, you just get so kind of in the routine of what you do every day. So, wait, do I need to go this way? Oh, thanks, little guy. I guess I can dismount here. Whee! I love that. So the White Crow's trying to give me a message, but you need to land on me. She's not landing. Come on. Okay, I don't have any weapon. Everything's unsheathed. I'm sorry, everything's sheathed. Okay, now what? Let's inspect. The White Crow's guidance. You finally secured the Abyss gears. Okay, oh no, hold on. These gears are refined manifestation of the Abyss's volatile and dangerous power. Wielding them will make the journey ahead much smoother. However, fully mastering such power won't be so easy. I'll guide you to someone who can help. Oh, okay, sweet. Well, thank you, White Crow. Too kind. You are too kind. Susanna says, oh, you're going. Well, okay, have a fantastic weekend, Mr. Human. Marcus says, get that controller. We love you. And Adam, absolutely much love to you guys as well. I thank you all so much for all the continued love and support. You guys mean so much to me, and I really appreciate you all. We are going to definitely get that controller. I'm going to get this weekend, and I promise I'll like show proof, okay? I don't want to get in trouble, but I will show. I'll be like, look, I got it. That way I definitely do need one. I need one for streaming and one for like recording, and because there's so much wear on the streaming one because I'm using it like every day. But you guys are amazing. I do hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Hope everybody in chat enjoyed, us showcasing the gameplay and story and everything that Crimson Net has to offer. I think it's a strong 7 out of 10. I think that you should check it out if you enjoy Crimson Debt. I mean, if you enjoy Dragon's Dogma 2, if you enjoy Where Winds Meet. It's kind of a perfect mix of those two games. I don't think it's just like game of the year. It's definitely not going to bring world peace or anything like that, but it is a game that if you're willing to immerse yourself in it, you're going to enjoy it. If you want like an instant, like OP, super strong build's going to melt everything, you're not going to enjoy it because that's not the kind of game this is. This is a game where you take it day by day. You enjoy all the massive amounts of content, and you just really start becoming part of that game world. And I hope you guys can decide for yourselves if you're going to be playing it or not. And either way, it's fine as long as you know like what you're getting yourself into, and just make sure your expectations are always in in alignment with what reality is. The game's great, but it's not amazing. It's not perfect by any means. There's lots of things it could see better and have done better. And it's still very enjoyable though. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We will be featuring it for at least Monday through Friday of next week. And then we'll be jumping into some other stuff along the way, depending on what we kind of plan, the direction we plan to go. So anyways, you guys are amazing. I want to say thank you all so much for the love and support. And I appreciate you guys more than you know. You guys are the best part of this channel. As always, I like to remind you of that. And let's see, I guess other than that, just have a great evening. Have a great weekend wherever you guys are at in the world. And until next time, it's the Inhuman signing out.